That's not true. There's always demand for Focus Shock chatters. Luna with the Prime. Thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you for the 11 months. Muted? Chat, my mic was not even in frame. Hello? What do you mean muted? My mic was literally not in frame. No game sound. Thank you. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Thank you. I will fix that momentarily. I don't know why this always... it's been a week. Probably my audio devices have gotten misplaced somehow. Which one of these is the... I think it's you. I think it's you. We'll go like this. Can you guys hear game now? I'm assuming you guys can hear game now. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yep. Okay, fire. 21 with the first. Welcome in, 21 Kiwi Wampy. Are you that guy on YouTube that makes the legally questionable machines? W Hype Train, that's like 8 hours late per usual. They call me, I was gonna make a joke about like the New York subway system, but I can't. I can't joke about New York with Mamdani being the mayor. Also, go Knicks. Satisfied that they won. Good shit. Also, I just don't know if that's true about their subway system, so I'm just not gonna make that joke, and we're gonna move on. The first guy that comes up to mind, that guy on YouTube that makes the legally questionable machines is I forget his name, and I'm so sad, but it's the Australian guy who beat the shit out of the Odd Ones Out in the Creator Clash. That's the first guy that comes to mind, but I don't think I look like that guy unless he's grown his hair out, so I don't know. Although people did say that I looked like Ken back in the day, which I still do not understand. Chat, type 1 if I look like Ken, the Clash Royale YouTuber. Don't get that. Don't get that. I did a thing, yes. Luna with the 54 bits, thank you. I did a thing. That's the first person that pops up in my head, but I don't think I look like him. Anyway, Amphi, Techno Knife, Odin, Smashy, P-Dog, Snails, Terwaz, James Fox, did I say everybody's name? Boy, Ty, go Knicks, go Knicks. Nightmare, V1, holy shit, there's a lot of names in here. Okay, I think I said hello to everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for pulling up to the stream. Chat, it's gonna be really weird. Obligatory joke about last time that I was, like, on screen and therefore relevant in your guys' lives. Plus twos, anyone. It's gonna be really weird to, like, not have to fall asleep, when I'm done tonight. It's gonna be really odd for me. I think it's gonna be really odd for us all, if I had to guess. But I digress. Anyway, welcome in Doc as well. I thought you were talking about Ken from Street Fighter. I mean, honestly, that's like just as odd of a comparison. I ain't gonna lie. That's just as odd of a comparison. People, and it was not like a one-time thing. It was like this time last. People telling me, oh, hey, you look like that guy on YouTube that plays Clash Royale, that Ken guy. And I was just like, what? What? No, I don't think I do. But anyway. Dude, you're muted. Never mind, just lag. Yeah. I low-key thought Ken from Barbie, so I was about to make fun of you before I realized I'm the dumb one. No, but, like, that's what I'm saying is, like, Ken from like, all these different Kens, I feel like, are so far removed from me that you might as well just think that it's whichever Ken that you think is in your head. Because, like, I don't look like any of these Kens. That's what I'm getting at, man. They're all, it's all, like, just as absurd as the other Ken. You know what I mean? I've never gotten it. Anyway. That aside, hope everybody's having a fantastic night. We have brief things to talk about, particularly regarding the charity stream goals. So let's just get that out of the way, and then we can just, like, you know, fiddle about for the rest of stream. One of the goals was Scrandle food stream. Not gonna be a cooking stream, because I think if I had to set up my phone to stream in my kitchen, that would be... I just don't want to do that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't think a cooking stream is in the cards. But I would, like, set up a table in here, and I would, like, try a bunch of Scrandle foods. I have a couple of them in mind, obviously. But if you have any iconic Scrandle foods, obviously, like, and like, okay, two things. Has to be an iconic Scrandle food. Can't just be, like, a one-time thing. Can't be inedible, so it can't be the bird, because I know a lot of people's minds just jump to the bird from Japan. Can't be the bird. But if you guys have any Scrandle foods that you would want me to try on stream, I'm thinking the Scrandle stream would probably be on a weekend towards the end of the month. Weekend stream, because that's when like everybody can pull up for like later streams, which is when I stream. And end of the month, because that gives me time to not only gauge what you guys would want, but also like, you know, farm the ingredients and such. So if you have any Scrandle foods that you would want me to see, join the Discord and just like put them in the stream suggestions tab. And that would be appreciated. Aside from that, the other one that we would have to address in the somewhat near future is, I believe, the $400 milestone for the charity stream was 0 to 100% Balatro. I don't know when I'm going to start that, but that's a thing that we have to do on stream now. So we have to get every achievement again on Balatro. I don't know if you can like reset the achievements. Probably you can. But at the very least, it would be like a fresh profile to C++ angle and C+, etc. and so on. Anyway, I don't know when we're going to start that, but it'll probably also be sometime this month. Probably we'll start that at the beginning of next week, just so that this week I can like get back into the swing and things and just like kind of chill on stream. And then next week I think is also the end of the month, towards the end of that week. So maybe we'll start the 0 to 100% next week at the beginning of the week, and then the end of next week we'll do the Scrandle Foods thing. I don't know, man. We'll see. Anyway, that's all that I have to like discuss immediately. Somebody in the Discord while I was taking a break asked about I just had the biggest brain fart of all time, and it was not even like that crazy of a thing to remember. Rolls. Somebody asked, I had a redeem for the charity event where it was like, hey, you got a specific Discord role if you redeemed this this item, so to speak. Discord roles have all been handed out. If you redeemed a Discord role and did not get it, DM me. But I believe everybody who redeemed a Discord role, everybody who paid for the like charity event Discord role, should have that role. So yeah. Aside from that, I think that's all of like the important stuff that we have to get out of the way. So we'll be doing daily games tonight. Excuse me. Be doing daily games tonight. We'll be gold stake streaking tonight. I think I'm just going to do like yellow or blue deck or something, because I am not going to lie. I played a very minimal amount of Balatro over the course of my break, and every time I did play it, I was washed as shit. I tried so hard to get another C++ no losses profile with Magic deck off the ground. My first attempt doing that, I got a 13 streak, or I got a 12 streak, died on the 13th run. My second attempt, these were both before the charity stream, got a 9 streak, died on the 10th run. I haven't gotten past 2 wins in a row in the past week that I've attempted it on my phone. Whether or not that's because I'm not locked in or because I'm washed, I'll leave you to decide. But regardless, I got to get back in the swing of things. So we're going to be playing probably an easy deck tonight. I don't think we're going to be getting back to rotating streaks by any means. No streamer luck. That might actually be it. That might, you know, that makes a lot of sense. I'm not going to lie. Or maybe they restrict your hours. Maybe because I did a marathon stream, I streamed too many hours in June, and I used all of my like streamer luck hours for June already, so I gotta wait for July. Anyway. I got washed soon after getting C++, turning off stickers, turned off more critical thinking or something. That's fair. Blame YouTube chat, probs. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's fair. God, and that's from Doc too. Yo, W Doc. With that, I'm off to bed. Have a good stream, and I'll see you soon for a longer time. Appreciate you, James Fox. Many thanks. Have a good sleep, mi amigo. Good to see you again. Hope you had a great break. Thank you, Visions. I did have a very fantastic break. I'm not gonna lie. The break was not nearly as productive as I wanted it to be, which is nobody's fault but my own. However, not being productive over the course of the break was like quite nice. Because I was like, the charity stream was kind of my second wind for like the near past, as it were. But like right before the charity stream, I was like pretty burnt out, all things considered, man. So the charity stream was like a big second wind hurrah, and then I just got to be a bum for a week. And you know, like I said, kind of sad that I wasn't productive, but also, man, being a bum for a week was just like inexplicably nice. I'm not gonna lie. It was so good. It was so good. But yeah, I had a great break. Played a lot of Isaac over the break, low key. I thought the Isaac thing, I just put it in like the charity stream, like, oh, I'll play Isaac because people have been begging me to play Isaac because they know I haven't played Isaac. So I just figured that was a good excuse to play Isaac. Thought it was going to be a one and done like many of the roguelikes that we play on stream. I'm going to keep it a buck. Over the course of my break, I was like hard addicted to Isaac. It was probably like, I didn't play, in the grand scheme of being a bum for a week, I didn't play that many video games over the course of my break. But probably like a solid 82% of what I played over the course of my break was Isaac. I'm still bad at it, but yeah, Isaac's kind of got me in a stranglehold right now. I'm liking The Binding of Isaac a lot more than I thought I would. So yeah, probably you know, in addition to like sometimes after Balatro, I'd be playing Slay the Spire because Slay the Spire has also kind of got me in a stranglehold. Probably will be adding The Binding of Isaac to the docket, as it were, because that's a fun-ass game. You still a baddie? Did I do that right? Yes, you did, Doc. Yes, you did. Can we get claps in chat for Doc? Actually, I don't know if I have claps set up, so never mind. Loki would genuinely sell my left kidney to watch you play Idols of Ash. It's genuinely like an hour 30 to finish it fully, but man, when I saw that game on my Steam shop page, I low-key thought of you for some reason. What is Idols of Ash? Is this a paid ad? Is Terwaz getting commissions to make me look this up on stream? He's gonna clip me saying this too. I know how Terwaz works. Idols. This seems familiar as well, actually. I feel like I've heard this name before. We have any Idols of Ashers in chat? Grapple, clamber, and fall thousands of meters down into a dark and ancient place in this first-person horror climbing game. You are being hunted. Is this not literally... Oh, I was going to compare it to White Knuckle, but there's a grappling hook. It literally does look like a White Knuckle, but with a grappling hook, though. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I feel like when people compare games now, it's a bad thing. Like, if I were to say Slay the Spire is like if Magic the Gathering and Balatro had a child, I feel like some people would maybe misconstrue that as unoriginality. When I say this game looks like White Knuckle, but with a grappling hook, that's like an unbelievable compliment, right? Because White Knuckle was like kind of a sick game. You know what I mean? And it's three dineros. 3 dineros? Maybe we could do a variety night and we could play Idols of Ash. I'm going to put this on my wish list, unironically, though. I also think I've seen this before. I feel like I've seen this on... Did they advertise this on, like, Instagram or something? I feel like I've doom-scrolled upon that game before. I've heard of it. Markiplier played it. Markiplier plays everything, man. I wouldn't sell my left kidney, but I'd politely ask for your thoughts on the June 9th, 2026 Nintendo Direct. I didn't see anything about it, but I believe Deltarune did get a release date, correct? Nintendo Direct June 2026. What got announced? Ocarina of Time remake. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting. Did Deltarune not get anything? I'm not seeing much Deltarune news. Not seeing much Deltarune news. Deltarune on the 25th. Oh, so it did get a release date? Okay, and stupid Google AI, which I should not be using anyway, is just not telling me. Got it. No, that tracks, though. Deltarune release date. Deltarune when? Deltarune tomorrow? June 24th, 2026 at 11 a.m. EDT. So Odin was off by a day. If somebody in chat could shoot him, that would be huge. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Love you, Odin. Balatro 2 wasn't there. Truth nuke. I'm still sad about that, man. Still pissed that they didn't announce Balatro, the 1.1 update, the 1.1 patch at Summer Games Fest. I feel like that was a big missed opportunity. I'm not going to lie. Ocarina of Time remake, yucky. A second Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer after 4 years, awesome. Ocarina of Time remake is yucky, really? Google AI is chopped, so of course it's going to be wrong. Google AI really pisses me off. But I still fall victim to it. Case in point, literally 10 seconds ago when I just like read it because it was at the top of the web page. But I really have to like get away from that habit because Google AI is like awful. As is all Gen AI. Smash like. I can't wait to start a new profile for 1.1. Been waiting since August 2025. Truth nuke, man. Also, spoiler alert, I just finished the script. Actually, I have like one paragraph left in a like 15-page script for the next scripted video, next scripted YouTube video. Looking to have that out hopefully by the end of the month. Hopefully, heavy emphasis, hopefully by the end of the month. Spoiler alert, it is going to be a sequel to the update video that I made last year. And I'm pretty, it started off as just like, hey, this is a goofy thing that I could like make pretty easily, and have like a little insight on, and it kind of evolved into like a banger video idea. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty satisfied with how the script comes out. And now it's gonna be editing for like 2 weeks straight, which I hate editing, but it's also like, you know, it's nice. I love script writing. I hate editing with a passion. I don't hate editing. Editing is like, in a way, kind of therapeutic. I just hate how time consuming it is. My ass cannot sit down and edit for like more than 2 hours in a single sitting. And oftentimes that is like not even remotely close to how long I need to be sitting down in one sitting to edit videos. You know what I mean? He also scripts MLBA. That's why he doesn't participate in it. No, you're not supposed to figure that out. Fuck. I gotta go. All right, we're ending stream. I gotta delete the VOD. We're gonna start over again. Chat ban fallen. Just kidding. Hey, Shaw, can you help a brother out? What do you need, Doc? What do you need? I guess it depends on the request, because I know what kind of man you are and what kind of things you could maybe be needing help with. So it's gonna depend on the request, man. Good night. It's halfway through the year and Thunk doesn't have an idea what Blue Stake is gonna be. At least we're on the same footing. I feel, dude, like, I feel like I kind of sympathize with that from Thunk's end, man. All of the Blue Stake speculation that I've heard, aside from like maybe 1 or 2 things, is just like awful. Bro's got Don Jr. texting him to rig MLBA. That's crazy. Can you make a video counting down your top 20 modded jokers, balance aside? I feel like I haven't played enough. No, I probably have played enough mods to get that video out. How is this helping a brother out? I need to know. I need to know the full gameplay loop, as it were, before I make this video. But that video would be kind of sexy, so I could consider it. Balance aside, I feel like is a big contradiction to like what I do, though. The people want this trust. I feel like it's definitely a video that would do well, but putting balance aside is like kind of the antithesis of all of my scripted videos. I feel like my niche in the scripted video, you know, like zeitgeist right now, is that I'm like the balance guy. When I go and review the subreddit and call loyalty card and ask Joker, it's not because I don't use loyalty card. It's because I bring up the take constantly of it's just a worse Mr. Bones and Luchador, yeah. This guy plays balance. I actually do play balance in Value Vintage. I'll say it. You've also probably forgotten about a bunch of jokers. Well, I've probably forgotten a lot of jokers, and I've probably also... I forgot what I was going to say. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, probably a lot of jokers have been patched, right? You know what I mean? It's like this mechanic would be fun, fit in well in vanilla if the numbers were just half as big. Okay, I could see that, I guess. I could see that. If you forgot, how important could they be? Like, Pokemon suffers from a lot of power creep, but the ideas are interesting. Yeah. Okay, I could see that. I could see that. This is something that you want, though, because you're, like, inquiring about it in my chat. So this is something that you need to see. How come we haven't seen a video like this from Dr. Spectre, then, would be my question. Interesting jokers suck. D1 mail-in rebate and Grimbo fan spotted. Non-derogatory. Non-derogatory. Restore balance cascade. Shock, you going to do my request? Wait, what is your request? CRT max. CRT max? That's a crazy request, man. I feel like I have to refund that. CRT max. Am I wrong for saying this looks awful, chat? I play like 5 hours of Uma a day. I gotta outsource. I mean, fair enough, man. That's, you know what? That's kind of fair. Why make a video when you can make someone else make it instead? I'll put it on the docket. Game speed times 0.5. Yeah, I'm just rug pulling your ass on that. I'm not gonna lie. It does. That's why I want it. I'll do this for one run at max, and then I'm rug pulling it. I'm sorry, but this just looks really bad. I do kind of mess with the CRT aesthetic. I just don't think it really fits this video game. And I don't know if that's a crazy take, but that's kind of my standing on it. I do kind of like the whole CRT thing. But you know what I mean? You'll put it on the docket +2. Oh, he +2s without even trying. Who's this guy? Northern Lion? You guys heard of this Northern Lion fella? I've been watching a decent bit more of him. Max screen shake? Yeah, I'm also rug pulling that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Shout out 346s, who is a frequent person in this chat. They are the one who got me to turn off the screen shake for this game initially, because they were like, oh, the screen shake in this game makes me sick. And the first time I ever read that out loud, I was like, no shade to 3 whatsoever. This is just what happened in my head. I was like, what is this guy, a pussy? Screen shake makes him nauseous? What the fuck, man? And now I like watch... Like, now I'll, like, raid into, like, 2 viewer streamers at the end of stream who, like, haven't messed with any of the settings, and they'll have screen shake at, like, 50%. And I'm like, wow, this is nauseating. Like, who can play the game like this? This is fucking awful, man. I don't know. Start the run, Kappa. Why are we just redeeming rent? You guys realize you're all getting rug pulled? Yes. You guys do realize that? That you guys definitely realize that? Anyway. At Dr. Spectred, I'm kind of stuck on green deck gold stake. Do you have any tips? Buddy, I'm the streamer right now, man. Do you have... What, I'm not good enough for you? You have the #1 Balatro player in chat right now, and suddenly the number like 50 Balatro player, probably not even that, isn't good enough for you? What the fuck, man? Green deck right now, you won't. Unironically, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna lose, because like I said at the beginning of stream, I'm like really washed right now, but just to prove a point to Doc and then fall flat on my face and have it be funny for chat, we're green decking the first run. But before we do the first run, this is Doc's stream. You're just presenting on it. No! He's in my head! Oh, this was already up. Well, that's convenient. I didn't even have to, like, unhide the source in OBS. I don't realize shit. W Ginger. Me for real, man. Me for real. It's such an annoying deck. It's kind of Plasma Light, right? Where it's just got, like, a really weird playstyle. Like, it's obviously not as weird as Plasma's playstyle, but it just has a playstyle that's, like, that, like, no other deck can mimic, right? So I don't even think necessarily that green deck is a bad deck. In fact, I think it's, like, pretty average, maybe even slightly above, but it's just, like, really weird, because I don't think anybody really has it figured out on, like, you know, a flat level, if that makes sense. Anyway, Balatro for the day, definitely throwback. Gotta be my goat. Well. Today was the day. Shout out throwback enjoyers. Well. It's a good day, chat. It's a good day. Excuse me. The other day I hit Vagabond with a no bitches and the mods pinned it. It's over, man. Did Vagabond delete their channel after that? Because they definitely should have. You've seen me on the internet with that name again. It would have been over. It would have been over. Okay, we got Balatro Guesser. 220 grand. This background is a deep blue. I believe that to be the house, but I'm probably mistaken. No, it's definitely the arm. No, it's definitely the eye, actually, right? It's either the arm or the eye. It's definitely not house. I'm going to go with the eye. I think the eye is the deepest blue in the game. I could be mistaken. And then this is, if I'm not mistaken, anti-7 purple stake scaling normal deck. I think is 220 grand. It might be. No, this is yeah, this is purple stake scaling. Cinema. We're chilling. Is your audio delayed or something? When you had face cam full screen, it seemed not synced. Bogo's binted. I think it looks fine on my end, I think. But if it's weird for y'all, like, let me know. I think you might just be schizophrenic, but if everybody else in chat is saying otherwise, then maybe I am. Was just a random lag? Gotcha. Stinky. What's up, Siona? I'm about to head to bed, but stinky. Bruh. Appreciate you, Siona. Many thanks for popping in. Also, happy birthday, I think, because I briefly caught your stream title before I went live, and it said something about a birthday stream, so happy birthday if that's today, or if it's, like, sometime in the near future. You're extra stinky, actually. There we go. I was gonna say, Siona, no shade whatsoever. I don't mean this to be rude by any extent. I have not been on Twitch literally since I hit the end stream button on the charity stream last week, over a week ago, actually. At this point, I have not been on Twitch. I apologize. That's it just is what it is, man. But yeah, happy birthday. So what are you, like 49 now? Lumfao, it's okay, it's all jokes. Okay, you're taking back you're being mean, and now I feel bad that I made that joke, but the ink is already dry, so it is what it is. Oh, hey, wow, look at it. Scrandle, that's weird. Brisket and pulled pork meal. This is way too expensive, but this is the bonus round, so I don't really have to think about price or anything for that matter. At Focus Shock, how much money for shave head stream? None. I don't think I would ever do a shave head stream because I am one of those long-haired guys who associates long hair with like 90% of their personality. Like, I'm not a long-haired guy who just has long hair because they think it looks good. I'm like a long-haired guy who refers to themselves as a long-haired guy. Like, I see other people in public that have long hair and are like white guys, presumably in their 20s, and I go, that's literally me. Him and we got to be the same person because of this one trait that we both share. And so it's like it's far too attached to my very fragile ego for me to ever like shave it. Unless we raised like 10 grand for charity or something, and then that's just like so astronomical that that can be ignored. But I don't think I would ever make it like a goal. How much for Jesus cosplay stream then? Brother, I'd be doing that for free. I don't know if you've noticed. Okay, anyway, this pizza is super chuddy and it's $12.53. Also, I think being from Scotland is unironically a strike against it. On the Scrandle specifically, I'm not, you know, throwing shade at Scotland, but all of the Scottish scran that we see, I don't know if it's just like a recency bias thing or what, but I feel like a lot of the Scottish scran that we see, I feel like, God, I have to say that over again in case this is like a clip. I have to be like wary of not stuttering. I feel like a lot of the Scottish scran that we see is like really bad, and so I don't want to pick this. The mincemeat pie though, I feel like just never wins, but this is a chuddy enough pizza where I think it could. Punished. Unseen with the raid. Welcome back, Pookie. Yo, I appreciate you, man. Many thanks, Unseen. I saw that you were playing Elden Ring, I think. So I just want to say I'm sorry. Actually, that's a good Souls-like game. You know what? Never mind. I can't even make that joke. I do want to play Elden Ring as well. Chat, would that be a good on-stream game or no? Would y'all mess with some Elden Ring gameplay on stream? I feel like that's too long of a game for me to play on stream, because like Hollow Knight was kind of peak stream entertainment, but it was also like I got like a third of the way through that game and then just never played it again. Type shit. Elden Ring's so fun. Also, I really gotta be right back. I gotta go bathroom, lol. Bye, Unseen. Thank you for raid. Love you. Go piss, girl. Anyway, it's the left, purely price diff. Meatball sandwich with packet of crisps, $13. That is absolutely wild. The right looks fantastic. Curried pie with some veg here. I say veg, it's like mainly red onion with just like, I don't even know what this is, like carrot, I guess, mixed in. And maybe some potato back here. But like, this looks really good. Looks definitely better than the chicken nuggies and chips that look frozen as hell and look like they're seasoned with specifically pepper, no salt. I think it has to be a right angle. I would actively avoid the Elden Ring streams. I do not fuck with Souls games. Yo, I fuck with Souls games. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of crazy. Cheese pizza at Pizza Hut, 1870. Okay, this shit's cheating, so it should be disqualified, but the competition on the right is just like so unbelievably bad that it has to be the left, but this is literally cheating. I know your ass did not get Pizza Hut from the stadium. You somehow brought this in from outside, and that's fucked up for the scramble. L take? I don't think it's an L take. I don't think, well, okay, I was going to say I don't think any take is an L take, but there are some very obvious things that we could probably point out that would dispute that. But I don't think it's an L take. I think you have to be a specific genre of gamer to enjoy Souls-likes, and I am definitely in that genre, but like if you don't line up with that, I think that's okay, right? Me when I'm being asked when the Pythagorean theorem applies, it has to be a right angle. +2. +2. I think that a good game, if you liked Hollow Knight and Souls-like, try 9 Souls. I actually have 9 Souls in my Steam library. I don't have it downloaded, but I've had it in my Steam library for like a couple of years. I saw Charlie play it not too long ago. Or not too long ago, I say that. It was like 4 years ago. It was whenever 9 Souls dropped. I saw Charlie play it. And then I also saw Zagnor play it in a stream, and it looked very fun. Anyway, it's the dirty dog here, and it's not even close. Currywurst never wins. That looked close, but Currywurst never wins. So, like, in more of the abstract sense, it wasn't close. Teriyaki sticky chicken loaded fries. Would it make sense if I say this looks like a deceptively small portion? This looks like a very small portion just based on like how the fries are arranged and like, you know, knowing the average size of a fry. This definitely looks like a TV ad situation where this is like a lot bigger in frame than I think it would be IRL. I don't think this is like particularly large, and for $15, I think it's just always got to be the quad burger for sure. Eggs with onion and chili. Okay, I'm going to have a take. I'm pretty sure even though this is 75 cents, which is an extraordinary deal, even for something as simple with eggs and bread, I think this loses, usually. I think oftentimes I pick this and it ends up losing. I'm not going to lie, even 75 cents aside, this looks really good. Am I crazy for that take? 75 cents aside, this actually like does not look bad whatsoever. Is that a wild take or is that agreeable? Because I think the Scrandle says that it's a wild take, but like I would mac the shit out of that. No, you're not crazy. That's like that's what I'm saying, man. I don't really like eggs, so I can't say. That's fair. Agreeable take. Hashtag inflation take. 46%. Okay, that's relatively modest. For 75 cents though, I feel like that should be higher than 46, man. I feel like it should be way higher than 40. I feel like that's at least a 70 bomb for 75 cents. Anyway, I digress. Donut dip nachos, deep fried munchkins, nacho cheese pico de gallo. Okay, I'm gonna immediately self-report myself as not a true American. What is a munchkin? What is a munchkin? Food. What is a munchkin? Bite-sized donut holes sold at Dunkin'. So that is a donut hole with nacho cheese and pico de gallo. Is that not gross? Don't get me wrong, the presentation is like fire here and there's no price data, so I can't be appalled at the fact that this probably is like $42 and change. But like it looks really good, which is why I think it wins here, but this is like revolting in practice, I think. I think that's kind of gross, man. I'm going to go with the left. So yeah, like 60% for that I feel like is way higher than it should be. This has vegan in the name. See, here's the thing, though. This has vegan in the name, which is a strike against it, but it also looks really good, and the competition is pretty bad, and the competition is overpriced. So I think the vegan stuff wins here, 52%, though. See, if that didn't say vegan in the title, that would be an easy, like, 89%. Chinese box. This is the saddest Chinese box I think I've ever seen in the history of Scrandle. I have had a take for like probably I don't even know how many months that we've been playing Scrandle at this point, but the entire time that we've been playing Scrandle, I've had the take that boxes never lose because there gets to be like a critical mass of food. At some point, there's just so much food in frame that the hungry person playing the Scrandle comes out and just snap picks it. This is a bad box. This is a losing box for sure. The cheese fries here, and it's barbecue cheese fries, brisket, queso, Frito relish, barbecue sauce. The fries here go crazy. That's a losing box, and that makes me sad because that means I'm wrong. But also, it took like months for me to be wrong, so I feel like that's more of an outlier situation. Anyway, 9 out of 10. What did we even get wrong first? The pizza one. I mean, that's like a curveball right out the gate, man. And especially since I haven't played the Scrandle in like 10 days, I feel like this is an extraordinarily reasonable 9 out of 10 angle. Dare I say the best 9 out of 10 that has ever 9 out of 10. Anyway. Oh, do we do the RNGeedle now? I think we do the RNGeedle now. Let's do the RNGeedle now. Why do I have this random name generator up? I don't know. I don't need that. Let's do the RNGeedle. Let's see how badly I get fisted by the RNGeedle today. Thank you, exclamation mark. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Okay, I got a five-digit number. That's the first 5-digit number I've ever gotten. I don't know if that's bad or good. I think that's bad, or I think that's good, right? Or am I mistaken? Oh, this is a good number. Oh, this is a good number. 9K? Rare number, top 22%. Hey, that's a good number. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good roll. That's an extraordinary roll. I don't think it's my best roll yet, but it's a really good roll. Okay. Surely that bodes well. Surely that means it's gonna be a good day. All right. Anyway, let me hide that tab in OBS now. Bang. What the hell am I watching? It's called Peak, man. Not to be confused with the video game Peak, but it is called Peak. All right, let's go to the main profile, shall we? I guess I'll throw stats up on screen, even though I'm like super washed. But the stats are supposed to be main profile stats as a whole, so we'll throw the stats on screen. Lock in. Black deck for RIP run. No, I have to play green deck to prove a point to Doc. Can't believe we got Nightmare on Uma. Is Nightmare on Uma really? That's kind of funny. All right, we have to go green deck to prove a point to Doc that we're not washed, even though we definitely are washed. All right, immediately W fraud investment tag. Immediately W fraud investment. Wow, this hurts my eyes. This is not going to be fun. Whoever redeemed 100% CRT, you are actually like a worthless human being. I'm just kidding. You're in this chat, so I have to love you legally. It's in my contract. But like, don't ever redeem this again. Good luck, Shock. Hope I didn't miss Balatro. Johnny 5, I appreciate the good luck sentiment, but boy, do I have some bad news for you. Why screen is so bright? What do you mean why screen is so bright? Well, funny story, someone said. Perishable rental rough gem. Probably we just take that. Whoa! Dolly with the raid. Welcome in, Dolly. Raiders, I have to defend myself immediately. The CRT is all the way up because of a chat redeem. I promise I'm not psychotic. Anyway, welcome in, Raiders. I appreciate y'all. Focus streaming again. Huge news. Good luck with the runs. Appreciate you, Aaron. Yeah, it was a very nice break after streaming for literally a week straight. Focus on this. Welcome in, Kai. Yo, these are some fire-ass emotes. Dolly 7 shoot. Oh, I'm being shot. Never mind. Never mind. Every single raider that just came over that has chatted is just shooting me 12 times in the chest. All right. All right. Well, yeah. No comment. Anyway. Rough gem we can just sell. Oh. Oh, I wasn't aware that my goat was making an appearance. Oh. I was not aware I was in such good company. No, but I don't have a scoring joker, man. That's fine. We're doing this because you are focused, Glock. No, that's okay. You know what? That's fair. That's respectable. I appreciate it. You're doing it out of love, and I can accept that. We're going to play this straight just to bank some points so that I can maybe... I'm less worried about the rough gem money. I'm going to keep it a buck. I just want the spaceman value. I'm hanging 2s. And guess what? They are chalkboard cards, buddy. Ask me how much I care. The answer is actually quite a bit, but I don't want to be holding that hung man. And I accidentally played a 3-oak. It's fine. I was banking points because I'm going to play a flush, and then we're going to get out with a pair, and the pair is going to win. Actually, I'm going to play this straight, and Spaceman's going to upgrade it so that I have to pay the rent on the rough gem. Actually, since I said that, it's not going to happen. I'm selling the rough gem. I don't care. I hate paying rent. Your stream on YouTube still says House of Hearts charity event on the thumbnail, by the way. Oh, shit. I knew I was forgetting something. That's my bad. Many apologies, YouTube chat. Yeah, I'm not currently doing that anymore. I did that for a week straight. I think I hit my my hours. Shit! Where's the thumbnail? That one says gold stake. Sure. Bang. There we go. 97-year-old streamer still calls it chalkboard instead of blackboard. Yeah, man, and I will continue to call it chalkboard until the day I die. It's a chalkboard, man. I don't know what you want from me. That's my favorite YouTube commenter, Ragebait, by the way. By a mile. Whenever I say chalkboard in a YouTube video or in like a short, the motherfuckers that always come into the comments and be like, why don't you call it what it is? It's actually called blackboard, not chalkboard. Like, bro, it's the same thing. You knew exactly what I was talking about, didn't you? YouTube chat is so easy to bait. I mean, that's true, but I'm not even talking about the YouTube chat demographic. I'm talking strictly about commenters in like YouTube shorts, which is probably an easier demographic of people to bait now that I think of it, but I digress. This wins by 6 points, right? Thank you, Spaceman. Very cool. Most useful Spaceman, by the way. But I have an investment tag. It's clearly a whiteboard. You got me. You got... Why do you have to be perishable? Why must you hurt me in this way? Piece of shit. Okay, we have orbital tag on high card. If I was a total chud, I would manip this for pairs, but I'm not a total chud. I'm just like half a one right now. Give me like a week to simmer on that, and maybe we can do something. Anyhow. Commenters even easier for sure. Yeah. At Folkshock, black clubs for the redeem, please. My bad. All cause CRT. All off? I'm assuming that the redeem was for all off if you're asking for black clubs, so we'll go all off for contrast. Oh god, this is gonna look bad. This is gonna be not bueno. Okay, we're gonna take clearance sale because we're on green deck, so I like saving money. Ice cream, not terrible. Smiley face is molt, which I kind of need right now, but we could just take the Steven in the shop because I don't mind the foil, and then that's like also molt for the early game. I think that's going to be my play, so we might as well just take the ice cream. I'm going to take this guy, and then I'm going to reroll because it's green deck. And now I have a swash, so I'm going to sell the ice cream so that we're not scoring that much, and now I'm going to take the swash, and we're just going to play pairs. And the spaceman is not going to trigger a single time, and then I'm going to die. Sound good? Sounds good. At Focushock, please let me down softly about the screen shake. Yeah, I did not. I'm not doing any screen shake because screen shake genuinely like makes me nauseous. Bang. I made a joke about that earlier in stream because shout out 346s. 346 is one of the first times he was ever in my chat was like, hey, can you turn off screen shake? It makes me nauseous. And I don't want to be mean. I'm not saying this to be rude in any way, shape, or form, but my very first thought when I said that, because this is like my first game that I've ever like actually, you know, consciously turned off the screen shake in. I was like, this guy wants the screen shake off. What is it? What is he, a pussy? What are we, losers here? The screen shake off because I get nauseous. What are we doing? And then I turned that shit off, and now I'd be raiding streamers that are like super new to the game, so they haven't fucked with any of the settings, and they'd be having the screen shake on, and I'm like, damn, man, this is like nauseating. How do people play with this? I'm like, how does anybody enjoy this video game with like any CRT or screen shake? This is like revolting to behold with my eyeballs. This is terrible. I think the new players are just better. Maybe, man. I get nauseous when Shock isn't on screen sometimes, SMH. I feel like aside from when I left to go to sleep during the charity stream, I have never left my screen. I don't know how crazy of a take that is. Screen shake looks bad on every game. I guess I've just never noticed it. I like never have been the type of player to turn off screen shake in any game. And then I turned it off in this one, and now it's like so noticeable that it when it's on, and it looks so bad when it's on. Did we forget our deck? Yeah, absolutely. I also just don't roll down on green deck though. I be keeping money for hermits, man. What are we doing? But also I did forget our deck. It's also so bad on Celeste too. Celeste has screen shake? Why would Celeste even have screen shake? I guess when you take, is it like when you take damage? That's like the only thing that I could see being acceptable. And even then I wouldn't like it, but I could see like the vision, so to speak, is if there's screen shake when you take damage, I guess that like makes sense. Every time you dash, see, that's revolting. That's just, am I crazy for saying that that's just actually like bad design? Is there a single person who messes with that, truly? Like I said, I'm not even really like a big screen shake noticer, and that would like piss me off. Also minus delayed grat value because I'm yapping. But also plus Spaceman value, and Spaceman dies before delayed grat, so actually 5-head, and anybody who questions that play is a loser and doesn't know how this game functions. Anyway. Plus 2s anyway. Rewarded. Minus $3? Hey, I don't care. I don't care. Got the level up. You just paid a rental fee? Yeah, but what did I just get? 5-head, bro. 5-head. You guys just don't get it. Spaceman MVP, literally. Shock, I got the most giant of MTG binders arriving tomorrow. It holds 36 cards per page. God damn, dude. God damn. Speaking of GT7, what's your, like, dream car? Okay, first off, who said anything about a GT7? Second off, I don't really have a dream car, man. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't, I don't care enough about cars to have, like, a dream car. My dream car is, like, whatever gets good mileage, dude. I'm not gonna lie. That being said, I wouldn't want an electric car, and it's not because of the implication of, like, actually, your electric cars end up being worse for the environment. I don't care about any of that. It's just that where I live, it would literally be impossible to find a charger for the thing. Probably within, like, 50 miles of my home, so it would just end up being more inefficient. But, like, anything that gets good mileage, man, just sign me up. His dream car is a fucking Prius. Listen, man, it's hard to argue with, like, 49 miles to the gallon. You know what I mean? Why is Spaceman 1 in 4 not the same as Wheel Fortune 1 in 4? Math is hard. Glock doesn't care about the environment. Truth nuke. Truth nuke, I'll say it. I don't. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, guys. I've actually never not been kidding in my entire life. I believe that statement in and of itself is paradoxical, so have fun figuring that one out, liberals. I want to sell this so that I can, like, I know it's counterintuitive to sell scoring when I'm on green deck because I'm losing money, but I'm going to be honest, I don't care about money right now. I care about Spaceman procs. And it's only, like, 17% for the meme of, like, Spaceman is cool. A lot of that is just genuinely, like, I care about planet levels above pretty much everything else in this video game, and so I'm willing to sacrifice so much for them. Chat, clip that. No, it's over! Okay, Mercury. God, this CRT is actually throwing me off so bad. So bad. In peak comedic fashion, the delayed gratification perishes at the end of the water. That's... You know what? I'm not even selling him. I'm just keeping him. I'm just keeping him into the water. Because that's just, like... That's just honestly hilarious. I don't care about money, okay, socialist. Truth nuke, man. Truth nuke. CRT off. That's that's both a tragedy and a godsend simultaneously. Where is the CRT? Where? Hello? There we go. Thank you for that. God, that is nauseating. Why are we taking random tarots? It's called blocking, bro. Screen shake 100%. Have fun not throwing up. Yeah, I'm going to keep it a buck. I said it before, so like punished if you weren't in stream before now, but I'm just rug pulling all of the ones that say screen shake. Turn it up or down. I'm just rug pulling all that shit, man. CRT back on because Trollo low, followed by 2 that say CRT off. Shadows off? That's a thing? Shadows off. Ew. Ew. It's a bidding war now? True. Ew. I didn't even know that was like a thing. I didn't know that was a mechanic. That looks disgusting. Who shaved my Balatro? This is how you can tell that all of us have like an obscene amount of hours in the game, because if you showed this to like 99.97% of the player base, they would just be like, yeah, man, this is Balatro. What about it? And every single person in chat either has enough hours or is neurodivergent enough where we're like, change it back! It's gross! CRT on max again. MIP map level 0. What is any of this? MIP map level 0? What does that even mean? And then CRT all the way on. 3 just said no. I have enough hours and I'm very neurodivergent. The options button is the worst. Even Doc hates it. I don't know what the MIP map thing does. I also don't play with CRT ever, so I just can't tell if there's a difference because like CRT is throwing everything off. 3 just said no, so I'm assuming just like no CRT. That shit hurts, turn it off. Yeah. Funny that we mentioned 3. We were just talking about 3 with this context. If my understanding is correct, MIP map is when you overlay multiple grids where each one is half the size of the previous and to do some weird things with them. I'm gonna just pretend that made sense and we'll move on. What? Oh, because my neurological issues? Yeah, exactly. I was making a joke about how like one of the first times you pulled up to my stream, you were like, yo, streamer, can you turn off the screen shake because it like makes me nauseous? And I was like, again, no shade, love you 3, unironically, but I was like, wow, what is this guy, a bitch? CRT and screen shake makes him nauseous. And then fast forward a year to like right now, and whenever like we raid newer streamers that haven't fucked with the settings and they have CRT and screen shake on, I'm like, wow, this is kind of making me nauseous. This is like fucking a travesty on the eyeballs. This is like not good. It's just this is fucked up, man. So I just want you to know that without doing, this is kind of a Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing situation. You had your retribution and you like didn't even know that it was a thing you were looking for. So you should be proud of that, I guess, is what I'm getting at. Everyone saying screen shake is just throwing 1,000 points out the window. Yeah, I'm not doing anything with screen shake or CRT for that matter now that 3's here, because 3 is the GOAT, but also fuck CRT in this game. The contrast is for the contrast, chat. Now I have to do it in Spire streams for screen shake. Yeah, screen shake is, I would say, marginally more acceptable in Slay the Spire, but now that I have it off, it still looks kind of ass. Also, I'm turning the fucking shadows back on. What the hell is this, man? God, that is appalling. I claimed low FPS. Can we see it for a round? That's a thing? Graphics, video. Is that like VSync? I don't know how to fuck with the VPN or with VPN. Jesus, FPS. This video is sponsored by. Anyway, Purple Seal trading $1 for a tarot on green deck. I feel like that's fine. I'm down with it. We've hung a couple cards too. Let's see reduced motion. No. I already have reduced motion in real life, man. That should be enough to satiate chat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not doing it in the fucking video game too. You guys are. I will have this one bastion of good shit left. Okay, dude. turn map back. I thought I did, but I will check. I definitely did not. That's my bad. Mine was on 4. I don't know if that's the default. I'm just not changing that shit. My bed has reduced motion these days. See, Doc gets it. Doc jumped in. Selling the spaceman so that we can see it. Fuck, man. My life sucks. No spaceman. Oh, my life doesn't suck. Shortcut. Yes. Oh, but I already have pair levels. Now, this is a stinky pivot. I'm not doing this. I really, really want to, like really freaking badly, but I don't have a blue seal and I already have level 5 pair anti-3, so I'm just not pivoting into that. Sell Grat too. I'm keeping Grat for the meme into the water, even though it is an astonishingly bad play. Strength King Queen, then bus. Oh yeah, I kind of wanted to take the bus. I don't know why I stealed the king. It's fine. We'll strength that into an ace. Trust. Yeah, get me out of this credit card and we'll take the bus. I think I am taking another reroll here. Never punished. Okay, sorry, delayed grad. I know I literally just said that I was going to keep you for the meme, but that was before the debatably most broken Joker in the entire game pulled up. So like, you know. Also, why is everything that I have perishable, man? Why does everything good in life have to go away? Shout out prolific streamer. Any gift subs? Any gift subs for hey, did Socrates really die? Any +2s in chat? Anyway. Maybe I should take breaks more often. I feel like I've been disproportionately funny today. -2? That's just fake, man. That's just so fake. The AI skeleton videos with Socrates, that's a new sentence in my brain. I don't know what that even is like referring to. Is this a common thing or is that like a niche thing that nobody else in chat gets? Am I unk for this, I guess is like what I'm getting at. Am I unk for not knowing that is? I feel like it's a sell swash for Squimbo here. We don't have a rental and we have rebate. Even perishable rebate is like enough money to justify that, I feel. You haven't seen these. Streamer, adjust the graphics as low as possible. It feels so retro. I'm not doing that. Sorry. I will not be doing that, actually. All right, let's not play pairs so that I can, like, scale my jokers. Oh, fuck. Even Steven. No, man. No, fuck. Okay, the gold card is a queen, so we're probably just going to be playing the gold here. Or discarding the gold. I guess we do this then. I could play the 3 oak. No, I guess we just play another 3 oak and then I can go like high card into pair. I spend too much time in Balatro streams to see everything on the internet everyone else is seeing. I feel like that's where I'm very different from the vast majority of like Balatro heads, as it were, is I spend virtually no time in Balatro streams. Just because, like, you know, by virtue of like what I do on Twitch and etc. Also, I didn't get Squimbo value. That's huge. Smash like, but like I just interact with it so much anyway that I like don't interact with it outside of when I have to, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. I also spend no time in Balatro streams. Said in a Balatro stream. That's big. I guess we do this. There's no like other value in the deck though, so I guess we could get away with just like discarding this guy, keeping the steal. That's like, we don't need to do that though. There's like no reason to not just do this, I guess. Bang. I see the occasional unseen new modded stream. That's fair. Stupid and Pug stream at like 10 a.m. for me. Yeah, that also is kind of a problem. Sorry I spend relatively little time in Balatro streams. There, are you happy? Yes, thank you. I will be a grammar stickler in this stream. Anyway, or an indication stickler? That doesn't have the same ring to it. You get what I mean? Strengthening a jack, I am just not doing, so give me the temperance money. Even if it is a good play and it could be argued as such, you just will not catch me dead doing that. Dud cash out. The dud cash out is pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Jokes aside. Give me aura on the purple seal, I guess, so that I feel even better about copying it, even though that's probably not gonna matter. Do I dare try and like greed the gold? I really want to. I think it's like not a great play though. It's fine. We're playing pairs. What's the worst that could happen? Also, I'm just going to win here. I definitely should have played like a high card. I'm not going to win, but I'm going to... Oh, that actually was like not close to winning whatsoever. I'm actually fine with this turn of events. Let's just do this. I'm sending you the gif of the guy throwing rocks to indicate me throwing rocks at you. That's big. Bang. Juggler. When I wake up, I often see them asking if they want me to... Oh, Pug and Stupid. Hop into a VC together at 6 a.m. my time, but I get to watch this guy because of my time zone being later, so it's all fine. If you're referring to me, my time zone is later than yours, I'm pretty sure. I think. I'm almost certain. All right, that was cool. I don't know why my video game does that. I'm chalking it up to Steam modded because anything modded breaks video games, but I truly don't know why that like happens. I mean, Red Seal Lucky Card, like we don't need this at all, but I'm just gonna take it because it gives me a little dopamine hit. Go for a pair angle. We could take Hieroglyph. We have late Bus and late Squimbo. I feel like Hieroglyph is not terrible here. That does kind of neuter my money for the rest of the run, though. We also haven't found X-Molt, I think is like the big thing with Hieroglyph. You could convince me to take it here, for sure. This is maybe also a hot take. I don't think Hieroglyph with scaling jokers is nearly as bad as people say. I'm sending you the worm emoji to represent me showing you my worm. Don't tell HR. Boy with the hydrate, I appreciate you. Many thanks. Socialist shock. I don't know how old that message is, but +2. Dr. House. I'm not gonna take Hieroglyph. But I am gonna lie. I do kind of feel obligated to, or I did kind of feel obligated to, just to prove my point about Obelisk. Hieroglyph not being as bad with scalers as people think it is, but then I gaslit myself into being like, oh, I'm only taking it because I'm defending a take, whereas like I should be taking it because it's a good play. So I kind of got in my own head about it, but we'll see if that ends up punishing me in the grand scheme. Anyway, let's I don't know, man. Let's just play the 5. Hello, HR here. You are all fired. Use the Hierophant. Man, you have said use the Hierophant like every single play that I have not used the Hierophant, even though I specifically answered your chat about why did we buy the Hierophant with I am blocking with it. I'm not using the Hierophant, man. I'm sorry. Is that an optimal play? Probably not. Probably gold stake when we have a fairly modest amount of money to our name. It's not optimal to be, you know, tarot blocking, but it feels good in my brain, and I'm doing it anyway. Also, I'd said it like a myriad of times. And by a myriad, I mean like twice, but I digress. Zano refuses to take Hyro. Stupid and Pug almost always take it. But plus 62 chips, you are so fucking bad. Leave it to the dude. Plus 30, plus 62, hello? Get Hyro again, never punished. Hyro's amazing on 5 hands. Yeah, on 5 hands, it's good. I think on even on 4 hands, it's still like usually value positive. Anyway, what was the boss? I checked it like 6 times, but it didn't actually register. Monoclay, that's probably free unless we get stuck with like faces in the hand. Chat message be like, it's been 84 years. There's the Justice. Okay, these are dog shit. That's big. Mercury card. We can take one more reroll since we're on green deck and we have rebate. Let's go in here. Probably the responsible pick is Temperance, but I'm curious what the Judgment has inside. That's like bad, but I mean like worst case scenario, we could make that work. In my head, Bus hit the road is not as counterproductive as it should be. Like, in my head, every time it pops up in a run, I'm like, I could make this work. I'm a good enough player to make this work. This is not, like, that bad of a combo. But then I've ultimately never done it because, like, yeah, I think it is actually that bad of a combo. Bro just didn't play a straight. What an idiot. True, bro. What is this guy doing? Okay, yeah, no, I didn't. I actually didn't want any more rebate value there. So you actually read me. No, I could just play a high card here, right? No, I'm a smart individual. I know how to get value. We're not gonna top deck a 10 here, by the way. Reverse psychology. Get Balatro to Balatro. 2 can play at that game, pussy. Have my pair. This streamer is idiot. As head of HR, we don't play straights this month, okay? Do not tell them about Jokerless in the month of June. Bad. What if there was a redeem to swap your discard and play hand buttons back to default? That would be crazy if that was a real thing, which it definitely isn't. Shoot the moon, bang, face card synergy. Wait, truth nuke. This is the thing. This is the piece that we've been looking for to win the whole game. Anyway, buffoon pack, please. Rebate. I think most people would call me, like, names for taking this, particularly stupid. I think would be a big name among those that I'm being called, but, like, I don't mind the Steel Joker here. I'm not gonna lie. Even a fairly modest Steel Joker. I mean, times 1.2 is obviously not enough to win in the grand scheme, but even, like, a times 1.6 Steel Joker, I feel like is completely fine. I wouldn't call you stupid, but you're an idiot. W unseen. W unseen. We'll take the Hermie. Now we're tarot blocking our nuts off to look for Chariot cards. Burger for Hit the Road is probably responsible, although I am kind of sad because I did want to make Hit the Road work. Okay, it's maybe not responsible on a hand such as this, though, but, like, that's... we got a Jack swinging back. Okay, okay. Oh, also the Purple Seal. The Purple Seal's not a dud, though. It's a plus 80 chip card. That's still completely fine. Uh-oh, no, we'll be fine, bro. We'll be fine. Steel Joker is X-Molt and it's not Shit the Road, so you take what you can get. Okay, I'm being 100% like genuine with this take. I'm being 100% sincere when I ask this. Okay, also GG, we lose, W Burger. I'm being 100% sincere when I ask this. Do people still hate Hit the Road? Like, genuinely? I think Hit the Road is, like, not that bad in the grand scheme. I'm not gonna lie. I think Hit the Road is, like, fine. It's for a rare, I can see you arguing that it's kind of underwhelming. But, like, Hit the Road fun? I'm not even arguing that it's, like, a fun Joker. I think there's genuine impact as, like, a scoring piece. I think it's, like, pretty good. Don't hate it, but it's not ideal. I would agree that it's not ideal. But I think a lot of people always say, like, oh, Hit the Road's dog shit. It's, like, bad. It resets. I feel like that's a common theme. If a Joker says that it resets, people just think it's bad. And then you, like, play the game for more than, like, 6 hours and you realize, like, oh, Campfire, Obelisk, and Ride the Bus are, like, some of the best Jokers in the entire game. We gotta do this. Scaling the Squimbo while we're fumbling about. Rest assured. All right, we've stabilized. Nah, you don't get to Gold Stake in 6 hours. They're still Googling how to unlock Plasma. That's fair, but I digress. With experience comes wisdom or something like that? Yeah, something like that, I suppose. Campfire is harder to use than Hit the Road. Fight me. I will fight you on that, and I will win. Campfire is literally... Campfire is the hallucination of rare X-Molt scalers. Campfire rewards you, and rewards you immensely, I might add, for something that you're literally doing all the time anyway. You are, even if you don't have campfire, like, especially if you have campfire, you should be selling a bunch of shit. But even if you don't have campfire, you're selling a bunch of shit, man. That's like saying hallucination is hard to use. Brother, you're opening packs in any run. Now, the take that I've always had about campfire, and obelisk for that matter, but campfire is more relevant now. I think saying that you don't like using campfire is not... No, you know what? I'm sticking to my guns. If you think campfire... If you don't like using campfire, you're a crazy person. Also punished for not taking the strength into this pack, but like I can just do this, which I think is fine. We're losing $20 if I do this, but we have the burglar, so like I don't need money. I just need to like live. Campfire is so fun. Well, I don't even think it's a take where it's like, oh, campfire is fun, because it's literally like, bro, all you have to do is sell things for campfire. Like you're literally, like I said, you're doing that anyway. So I don't even think you can claim that campfire is like a playstyle diff, because it's like there's no playstyle there, man. Like you're always selling shit. Fool for hang? Yeah, probably. But I have to sell this Hierophant, though. No! By the way, that Fool was a Hierophant for the people complaining about tarot blocking. Anyway. I'm greeting for a better strength here because I'm not a good player. Campfire is not fun, but it's insanely good. I will just hard disagree with the campfire is not fun take. I think campfire is, like, very fun. The playstyle is winning? True. No Hyro with Burger. I hikey didn't even peep that Hyro swung back, I'm not gonna lie. It's because I'm doing a lot more yapping than like actually playing the fucking game, but like there's 71 people in here right now, and out of those probably 50 have watched my streams before, so like you get the pipeline and you're still here, so I'm not really apologizing for that. You know what I mean? Now we have a non-face steal. Yeah, that was a good strength. That was a good strength. Faux show. I think I'm just gonna hang him here. Mostly because I can't be bothered to have my other jack swing back to me. Yo, it's Focus Shock. What's up, Issa? Welcome in. And my other jack swung back to me, immediately punished for comedic effect. That's big. Campfire rewards you for playing the game? No, literally, though. Hanging face cards without Canio. Holy idiot move. I am so turning this bit back on you next time I'm in your stream, but for the record, it is a very enjoyable bit, and if you'd stop it, I will kill you with hammers. But just know that I'm not gonna be, you know, it's a double-edged sword, is what they say. Wall? I think Wall is scary if we don't have Burger. No, Wall is still scary, but, like, surely we get tarot cards that make Wall not scary. Hammers for killing instead of guns, fucking idiot. See, I could not have, I literally could not have predicted that play right there if you gave me a billion years. I'm not gonna lie. We'll Death some Red Steel, I think, is a good play. No Canio equals many hungmen. Canio equals goodbye hungmen. True. True. Death the Steel, I got you. I got you. I was streaming, all of a sudden got a bunch of viewers from playing a JoJo game, Cult Classic. Oh, that's kind of sick. That's kind of sick. Selling Canio is deck fixing. Thoughts on taking Tower for some faces? Once again, if I was maybe more locked in and not concentrated on like yapping with chat as opposed to like winning, probably that's a play that I would have made. But alas, I'm a fucking idiot, so it's not a play that I made in that moment. But yeah, I do really enjoy that play. Don't show me your worm. Don't show me your worm. Hold death for a face? Nah, I'm not holding death. I don't want to be blocking that shit because I want to scale this Steel Joker as much as humanly possible into the wall. Adjust contrast IDK off. Don't we have to do a bro versus bro at some point? I was gonna reach out to you about that because yes, we do. I did meet that charity goal. So a bro versus bro is in the cards. Smash like for us at some point. At your convenience. Does not have to be immediately by any means. What if someone used adjust contrast just to get Shock to play off? Cain and Abel. Huh? Off Latro. Same vibe or nah? Canio, ice cream, cat, and worm. I feel like worm is definitely an outlier there. I feel like worm is not the same vibe. I don't know if that's a crazy take. Godless heathen, it's a Bible reference. Sir, this is a Balatro stream. Monitor off. No golden ticket? Bro, what am I subbing in golden ticket for if I get rid of burger? Well, okay, in all honesty, in all transparency here, I'm dead no matter what, but I'm especially dead if I get rid of burger. Check this shit. It's called scaling. Also, I'm like so cooked unless I get like exactly chariot. Wait, it doesn't matter. It's not like I had like blue seals or anything. I need like a death card or a chariot card. Chariot card works. I could fool for a death. Is that more? That's less consistent than just making another steel card, yes. Because I could get another red seal, but if I don't top deck the red seal, then steel joker's immediately worse. So we always just chariot here. And then hopefully we like roll into a fool or something. Making bacon pancakes. Yeah, that actually is fire. Is just the Steven being eternal only around because it's foil? Yeah. Yeah. Roll. That definitely hits polychrome, trust. Actually, no, it doesn't, because I'm going to sell it for the steel card in this pack. Punished. I'm sad. That was a polychrome wheel, by the way. What was your last / hardest Joker to get the gold stake sticker on? My last one was Baron, and I don't know if I would necessarily say that it was my hardest, but I think Baron is one of the more hard gold stickers, for sure. Just because, like, in Gold Stake, it's, like, it's not impossible by any means to get a build off the ground with him, but it's just really annoying. Like, the circumstances have to be very, 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 very precise, I guess, is the term. We're, like, turbo cooked into this, yeah? Unless red steals help that much, which, spoiler alert, I don't believe they do. I guess red steals plus Steven. Maybe Steven is the hidden gem of this run. Maybe red steals plus Steven gets us out. I'm kind of hesitant to believe that that's the case, but you could convince me of stranger truths, I guess. Stone Jonkler for me. I feel like that's also super reasonable. Hidden gem, play Slay the Spire too. Okay, here's, yeah, this is why I was keeping this 4, was we have the Red Seal 4 that we took. Red Seal 4, if we get a Molt trigger, especially with the Red Steel, is really nice. No Molt trigger, but we still have Red Steel on Steven. That definitely saved. So Steven just unironically saved this entire run. What a goat. Hardest for me was Doc's Worm. I'm back. What did I miss? Not much. Not much, man. Well, okay, I say that, but I low-key don't really know when you left. So you could have missed everything by now, and I'm just, like, spitting, but I digress. My last Joker for C++ was Invis, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Fool Chariot, for sure. I peeped that. I peeped that. I do also want the hand size voucher at some point, but we have bigger fish to fry, I think. Go for one of these. Give me that club's ace and I can steal him. Maybe I steal this guy. No, I like the chips on him. I don't think they're necessary by any means, but I like the chips on him. I left it the CRT spam. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I got you. Oh, we can make this into steel, actually. Does that matter? Do we need like a potential molt proc into any sort of boss? Maybe Vessel, but like if we're relying on molt procs to beat Vessel, I feel like we're cooked anyway, so maybe we just do this. I feel like that's reasonable. I would have sealed a 3 since it's black and odd, so no Steven. I feel like that makes sense. I was looking for the other ace just to make things like symmetrical, I guess you could refer to it, but I also don't mind the red seal play. Stand ready for my worm arrival. W YouTube chat. 2 kings on the draw, huh? Interesting. Bang. Excuse me. Slay the Spire 2 like the overwhelmingly negative reviewed game. It's always all in vain. It's not all in vains, but it's always an all in vain. You know what I mean, chat? +2 for prolific. Where are my gift subs? Where's my updates, yo? What is this? Fuck I do. To be not to be to not to be. Yeah, I think that was the quote. Yo, we're still going for C++ on this profile, right? We take the 6th sense here. Hey, shout out charity stream. Anyone? Any charity streamers in chat? I don't care about this, by the way. It's anti-7. I mean, I guess we have 7 hands, so we could definitely get 6th sense value just to see what's in the box, but like, I don't care about this, man. I'm taking paintbrush though. That I definitely care about. She trying to tell me something, but I already read it. Bars, bro. Chills. Negative 6th sense in anti-7. Don't even go there, dude. Oh my god, it ripped one of the red steels. Ooh, blue seal. Okay. I fuck with it. High key. W live stream. Appreciate you, man. Welcome in. Many thanks. Trance GG. You're saying trance GG like it's not anti-7, man. We're getting 1 proc off of this, and it's going to be next anti because the hook is going to discard it here. W purple seal. Oh, wait, are all of our black aces? I tossed the only one that was not steel. Okay, so I guess we're just doing this. Now, you know what? Chalkboard doesn't matter. I don't know why we're speccing in the chalkboard at this point. No, chalkboard's better than burger, right? I guess chalkboard is better than burger, so we'll still spec in the chalkboard, but we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do one of these, and it's going to get discarded off rip. I literally called that shit! Wait until the hand before you win. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. That shit was always happening. Okay, in this hand, I would have put it on the 3. God damn it. Ban that chatter. Nobody tells me what to do. Just kidding. Stuntman. I mean, we just like don't need that. Acorn GG's. Don't :3 me. You know what you did. Whoa! Wait, best 6th sense of all time? Caught on live? Holy shit. Oh! Pride Month 6th sense. That tracks. That tracks. Call him hit a chud, he'll do it again. 6th sense, you fucking chud, man. Why are you even on the team, bro? Like, honestly, why do we even pick you up? Fucking chud loser, man. I'm testing this. Because it did historically work with the spaceman, I'll say that. Hang the king. Money's not going to matter, so I'm not taking money. Streamer, how much to ban streamer? Computer. Ban the chatter who wants to ban the streamer. Nobody tells me what to do. Alright, unfortunate. No 6 cents value. Kind of forgot that if we don't top deck a 6, we're just not getting that shit. Little bit of a tragic realization, but that's okay. Streamer, how much to play Pronoun Palace? What is Pronoun Palace? I've never even heard of that. You know what? Fuck the Squimbo value. I said it. It's like Scrabble, but woke. That's kind of huge. It's a video game on the Steam platform. Thanks, Fallen. I can always count on you when I need a detailed synopsis of something. I appreciate it, man. You're always there for me in that regard. Watch the trailer, like /Gen. Yeah, we can pull up the trailer after this run. Last Celestial pack is a dud, classic. There's a steel card in here, but it's a face. God, one of these times I'm gonna be correct with such a hyper-specific prediction, and it's gonna get 2 trillion views on TikTok. Any of y'all following me on Instagram? I haven't been posting a lot because I took kind of a hiatus from posting clips while I was like on general hiatus. But the Instagram dwellers they seem to be enjoying the Balatro content. All the Balatrodals do like extremely well on Instagram. It's pretty cool. And nowhere else, I will say. Everywhere else, it's not, well, I mean, it's not like they do shit, but they do like as well. They do like as well as like normal shorts would on every other platform, but Instagram, I can just post like the worst Balatrodal performance of all time, and it gets like 80k views. It's crazy. They like the daily games over on Insta. They're Northern Lion pilled. What's the Instagram at? I gotta pull it up in a second. I don't allow Mark Zuckerberg on my phone. Listen, man, if I wasn't trying to make it as a quote-unquote starving artist, I wouldn't either, but sometimes you gotta give up your morals for money. You know what I mean? Or not even for money, in this case, for recognition. Hey, relatable, though? Chat? Anyone who's with me? Mark Zucker Bussyberg. Ball right? Ball right? What is my Instagram at? I actually don't know off the top of my head. It is literally Focus Shock, but it's Focus_Shock. Don't know why I made that distinction. Probably because Focus Shock was taken. Which I don't know how that would be since it's such a unique name. But I digress. 66 pairs played. Oh, we were off of greatness by 1. That's so sad. High score. What the fuck? Oh, I nan-infed. I forgot about that. How is it high score? Is it because of the nan? Yeah, I forgot that we nan-infed last time we played the main profile. I was like, what the fuck? 97k? That's it? Also, shout out to me 2 weeks ago when I was like, oh, damn, our high score is finally not going to be E12 because I'm doing high score again. And then we nan-infed again, so now it's definitely going to, our high score for like forever is going to be like 47 billion as opposed to like what it was previously, which was like E150 something. Bang. Main menu. Pronoun Palace now. Yeah, let me pull that up on Steam. Pronoun Palace. This game's $20. This better be the best game I've ever seen. Me when I only play indie games for however many years straight it's been. Okay, we're gonna turn down the Balatro. Show the stream too. Yeah. I got a full screener real quick. Okay. Let me get that off screen. Wait. Let me do this first, because otherwise I'm going to forget. Otherwise, I will definitely be forgetting. Okay, let me do one of these. Okay. And it's muted, and the stats are on screen. Fuck! Sorry. It was not that serious. I don't know why I crashed out. You were found to be in possession of illegal pronouns? Wait, this game's fire. Okay. Aggress, defend. Wait, does the word that... Is that just coincidental for the trailer, or does the word that you make influence what happens in the game? I have not been reading the text. Okay, my one complaint with the trailer at this point, my one complaint, and it's a very minor one. Words? No more words. Wait, did I miss the first part of that? I think I missed the first part of that. Disregard. No, I don't think I did. Could anybody read this when it was on screen is my point? Hang on, let me rewind. Professional streamer, by the way. Was that one of those things where it was like, it gave us the first line and then it jump cut? Okay. Bro, nobody in this chat could read that while it was on screen. One complaint, very minor one. Nobody in this entire chat, I don't have Twitch pulled up, so I can't see how many people are in here, but I'm just going to assume that there's like 64 people in here. Nobody in this chat of 64 people could read that while it was on screen, I'm not going to lie. And if you do, you're just lying to me, man. Anyway. Otherwise, this looks actually like really good. Submit a slur. Oh, GG. I'm banned. GG. Pick 2. Pick 2, not pick 3. Northern Lion will say this was so close to greatness. The dynamically changing letters would give me an unbelievable amount of, like, decision paralysis or whatever it's called. But this does actually look fire.
Touch me. At me again. Touch me. Nobody loves me. I'm going to kill myself.
Pardon? Perdón? All right, never mind. We're buying this. We're buying this. $20 is steep, though. What can I say? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that actually looked... That was not what I was envisioning when y'all said it was like Scrabble at all. Which, in retrospect, I mean, yeah, it literally is just Scrabble. But that is, like, really cool. 5 playable characters, 50 plus unique enemy encounters, 75 plus different spells, 70 plus unlockable achievements, 10 plus difficulty levels, daily runs complete with leaderboards. Either someone's awake in my house or the owl that has been outside of my house for the past, like, X amount of months is literally right outside my window. Anyway, where's sound? Probably under sound. That would be intuitive. Okay. Who? +2. I watched the Pronoun Palace video, but I think I went to the wrong website. What? What? Bad game, bro. 1. W. Avalios. GG, time for sleep. Good night if you're still in here. Appreciate you. What part of Scrabble but woke you don't get? Okay, when I was thinking Scrabble, the one thing that was like the big differentiation in my head was when I was thinking Scrabble, I was thinking PvP as opposed to like roguelike PvE game. I was thinking like just another variation of Scrabble, I guess, as opposed to like Scrabble Slay the Spire, like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So it was not what I was. The format was not what I was envisioning, but the game was like about the same as what I was envisioning. But that jokes aside, that actually did look like really good. Should we play that on stream? There's so many games, man. PvP, why would I recommend Filth? Yes, no. No in all caps is crazy. I don't think all caps was needed for that. You gotta, I mean, I'm probably gonna get it when it goes on sale next. I need to play the game. It does look like something that would be a good, like, one and done for stream. Maybe it would even be more than a one and done, but I mean, it looks like the genre that stream chat fucks with the most, so we could maybe play it one of these days. Anyway, 69 viewers, nice. Let's go. I don't know, man. I said we were gonna do easy decks, so I guess let's just go yellow. Also, I didn't do Gambas. I'm so used to not doing Gambas because we didn't do Gambas like at all throughout the charity stream. But Gamba is up. I'm gonna do yellow deck. Let's go. Another investment tag. W fraud. W fraud. Game knows it's my first time back in a while. W fraud maxing, bro. That's good shit. Not green streak? Nah, I'm not green streaking, bro. I frauded one game on green just to prove a point. Now I'm regressing. Check him PC. Truth nuke. And it's over. And it's over. Good shit. And it's over. I kind of like Bean here more just because I feel like I don't get to use Bean a whole lot. But I think Clever Joker is just the better pick. I'm going to go with the Clever Joker, but just know that I am sad that I'm not picking Bean. I guess with rebate, there was also maybe some discussion to be had about that director's cut voucher, but the ink, again, the ink is dry, so it is what it is. I'm pulling up Numot right now, then. You know what? Based. Love me some Numot. I actually haven't watched Numot in quite a while. I've not been... I've been far more enthralled ever since my friends and I have started playing. Like IRL, I've been much more enthralled with Commander than I have with Draft. So I have not watched good old Numot in a while, but he's the GOAT. Could have had 2 investment tags though. Yeah, then I wouldn't have a rebate, man. Powered Cube is in season on Arena. I feel like that's been a while. Or do they just like rotate it in like once a month? Because I feel like the last time I was playing Arena, the Powered Cube was in. So is that just like a monthly occurrence, or is that like... I was under the impression that was like pretty sparse. So is it like a monthly thing, or is it just here like all the time now? Who's the funniest character on Seinfeld? I have not watched Seinfeld seriously in years. But I do want to say George, just like off the top of my head. I think Kramer is overrated. Can I say that? Kramer's bit gets old. Kramer's a fun character, but the whole bit of like he walks into the room kind of in a silly manner and then like says something funny and leaves, that gets old after like episode 4. Although, to be fair, I think it only gets old because, like, the banter on the show is really good. I think if it was an average show, that would never get old, but just, like, you know, when it's surrounded by peak, like, observational comedy, I think it's just, like, it kind of wears off just because, like, in the same fashion that, like, you know, a sirloin is maybe worse than, like, a New York strip. You know what you get what I'm trying to, like, throw down here? Hang the ace in the 2, hang the 5 in the 2, maybe make gold. I'm down to just hang them. We have the stickerless rebate. I don't think we need gold for the foreseeable future. I liked the time when Newman was killed by Toy Chica. I like how I just completely glossed over that. When? What? I'm not even gonna... I don't know, man. I just don't know. I just really don't. It's like a month on, couple months off. Gotcha. I don't know why I sold that Saturn. I could have used it to block. I'm kind of just freeballing it. I don't know if that's like an acceptable term to describe what I'm doing, but I'm using it anyway. I'm looking for a full house, man. I got $36 in the bank. You can't stop me. Giga punished. Also full 4 of a kind. Kind of funny there. Could be flush now. Could be straight as well. This doesn't win still, but like pair on the backswing does, so who cares? A high card on the backswing wins. I understand free balling. Do you, Doc? Do you? High card does not win. I thought it was 986 for some reason. I'm kind of stupid. It is what it is. If I had one less, if I was on black deck there, I would have lost. 999 out of 100. That is kind of sweet. In fairness, that is kind of sweet. Take the death card for the blue seal that's in here. Fuck. Actually, purple seal. We can death the purple seal king, and then we get more rebate money, and we have 2 purple seals in the deck that are of the same rank. That's usually like not that bad of a play, no? Can we play this? Okay. Can we play this? Misprint on slot. Finally, he can stop cheating. Get over it, liberals. It's free information in the collection screen, yo. Also, the numbers aren't here. Oh, shit, you're right. My bad. Thank you. Boop. There we go. Bonk. Okay. Wow, no purple seal king. No, that's okay. I didn't want it anyway, actually. You know what? I'm going to cycle this and keep the pair of queens in hand just because I want to greed the purple seal as much as possible. Bonk. Bonk. Woke made him remove the numbers. Truth nuke, dude. Pride Month caused your favorite streamer to forget the win streak numbers on screen. Hashtag not clickbait. Also, we're into the wall, so I have to play stinky 2 pairs instead of based pairs. But guess what? I'm playing a pair here. And you can't stop me. Maybe if misprint doesn't fuck me, I can get away with pairs, but y'all know how that goes, so we will not be tempting fate on that note. Favorite is a strong word. I don't have just one favorite streamer. That's fair. I hate that you have play hand on the right. I almost die every time. Hey, for the cheap price of, I think it's like 10,000 channel points, you could change that, man. And I would, honestly, I've just gotten so used to it at this point. I was going to make a comment about, like, I really wish you would because I don't like it either. But at this point, I'm just so desensitized to it that I really don't have any strong feelings on the play hand button being on the right. I'm like kind of, I'm kind of Balatro ambidextrous in that matter. In that fashion. I don't know what the correct nomenclature is there. If I didn't have red card already, this could maybe be the one game where you could convince me to take an erosion and it wouldn't just be terrible. But, I mean, I'm taking it here anyway, but the instant I get, like, a relatively better Joker, I'm selling his dumbass. Yeah, I'm selling it for money. Sorry. Could be Perishable Drunkard just for... Actually, that's probably, like, turbo worth. Punished. This was insert really good common Joker here. Honestly, we have all the good commons that I would want. This was Squimbo. That's like the one thing I'm missing. I don't want Hieroglyph yet. We can judge Hieroglyph at the end of the ante. Probably we'll take it because we have red card, and that doesn't really care about us like having less hands. In terms of scaling, obviously the score issue is always like there, but purely in terms of scaling. Thank you, 8s. Also, what is with this rebate, man? It hit kings twice in a row, I think, and now it's hitting 8s twice in a row. I'm not saying anything, but, like, that is odd. Tonight, gonna lurk mode to study and sleep. Favorite yapper, XOXOX. Yo, I appreciate that, man. By no exaggeration, I'm not gonna lie, by no exaggeration, favorite yapper is, like, the best compliment that I get on a day-to-day basis. I love being people's favorite yapper. Genuinely warms my heart and shit. W voice crack. But good night, man. Hope studying goes well. Hope you get a good night's rest. Could have played a pair there, but I don't want Misprint to, like, whiff and then I just pass away. Numot photoshopped his face onto Ragavan. He always be doing that shit, man. Mercury card. I think you do take Mercury cards when you have red card. What if I called you my favorite chud? That would be the slightest bit endearing. Slightest bit. I mean, like, we just take Stuntman here, right? I think. Grimbo, I have the rebate drunkard action, and I have red card. If I had maybe a bus instead of the red card, I would take Grimbo, and we could rock 2 scaling plus molters, but, like, I mean, even with the rebate, the Grimbo isn't bad, but with red card, he's just, like, not needed, man. Red card is so much value, it's crazy. Looking for purple seals, looking for... This is probably going to win, so I'm not going to sell any of these tarots. Yeah, okay, this wins. Yeah, we're like turbo winning. Polychrome, but on the misprint. You know, that's actually worse than the misprint, so I should have predicted that, but it is what it is. That is in like a backwards way kind of exactly what I wanted to happen there, so like it, you know, whatever. Just as Thunk intended. What do they say? Every copy of Balatro is personalized. I think that's kind of a truth nuke, chat. Kind of a truth nuke. And I will be submitting this run as evidence of that. Overstock, probably just a given. Faceless, pretty bad with the Stuntman. I don't think I'm rotating out of the Stuntman. I don't think there's anything that I want to like rotate out to get an extra slot. Devil card, pretty sick. Every Jimbo is sentient. Oh my Rod, you're true. I know. One of my great character traits. I'm always right. Harold's friend truly is the funniest person ever. I love Oh my Rod, bro. Yep, just put the gold stake in the bag or whatever the kids say. Stuntman chalkboard. It's over. GG. I almost want to take this just for the funny, but I'm not doing that. That, on the other hand, yeah, okay. Cool. All right, so what do y'all want to talk about while we wait for the run to be over? Any topics that are like any pressing matters for y'all off the top of your heads? I guess we're not scaling anything, right? So we should just like do this. We could put it to the left for like rebate value, but like we're winning anyway. It's not gonna matter. Bonk. Bye-bye. I do not need this, but I be taken. I do be taken. And then we'll take the Lover's card. Actually, we'll take the Moon card because that retains the steal. Bonk. Welcome back. That's pretty sick. Block and Moon, baby. The tutorial is fake. I'm hungry, but everything near me is closed, and I'm about to make sad mac and cheese. I mean, call me crazy, but can mac and cheese ever be sad? I feel like that's like a jumbo shrimp situation, man. I think if your mac and cheese is sad, it's not true mac and cheese. Can I get some +2s? I love asking for +2s. Best part of being a streamer. I love asking, especially when they're not deserved at all. Mac and Chud. Maybe that, yeah, we should call sad mac and cheese mac and chud. I feel like if you're eating mac and cheese, it literally can't be sad. It's cheese and pasta, chat. How can that be sad? I think if you're saying your mac, I'm gonna have a bold take, but I'm gonna stand by it. I think if you're saying that your mac and cheese is sad, I think that's just a youth problem, man. I think that's your outlook on life more so than it is the bowl of cheese and noodles. We'll death the purple seal just because money is like meaningless. Bonk. And then we'll keep the blue seal, I guess. -$5. Sure. It's situational. Hashtag girl dinner diaries. Dude, all the cooking subreddits that are cropping up are really just like carrying my digital footprint for the past like handful of months. Particularly kitchen cells. Kitchen cells might be the funniest thing on the internet right now, aside from Harold's Friend. And in fairness, Harold's Friend is not easily accessible to me on the internet, nor do I even know if Harold's Friend is like accessible in general on the internet. Can we read through kitchen cells today? That'd be a good stream. We should do that during the Scrandle food stream. Whenever we do the Scrandle food stream from the charity milestone, we should read through kitchen cells while we're eating the Scrandle foods. I feel like that'd be a good time. 7 of clubs. Yeah, I guess just give me the high card, man. No. Don't give me the high card. Dude, I'm doing this. That's a better solution. I feel like that could be a good time. All right. No, I didn't want the pair level anyway, actually. I wanted the +$1 from a Pluto card. Actually, this Pluto card is going to block into 2 pair levels in the shop that I wouldn't have gotten if I didn't just grab the Mercury card. Or if I popped the Mercury card, rather. Trust, bro. Yeah, of course now the wheel misses. Fucking stupid game. Just kidding. Don't need those. Mercury number 1. Oh, he's cracked. He's cracked. Cracked alert. I should have picked up the Earth card. There's definitely going to be another Earth card in this reroll. All right, well, that's unfortunate. I could have been like half correct, though, and that's good enough for me. Bonk. Perhaps of the mega variety. Any +2s in chat? I'm just saying. I'm dying over here. She's cracked. Hashtag happy Pride Month. No, my gold card. I forgore. That's fine. No, that was actually a misplay and a half because I definitely could have gotten... I could have guaranteed purple seal value there. Petroglyph. I mean, that's hilarious, but I'm just not taking it. No, the hook tech? Yeah, I forgore. That's my bad. That's on me. That's on me. Could have taken that sun to block. There's a really good Miwen joke there that I'm just not getting. I think this is like just barely worth it. Okay, now it's like pretty damn worth it. It's been upgraded. -$10. And guess what, buddy? I don't give a fuck. Ask me how much I care. Spoiler alert, the answer is not at all. Look at that. 171,000 points, Anthe 5. Nobody else has this much motion on Balatro. Don't fact check that. Yeah, we'll take an Emperor. Chariot Lovers. I mean, I'll take it. Ooh, the Lovers blocked into a Hermit. Classic. Classic. This truly is some fine motion. Yeah, this run's kind of like crazy. Medium? Nah. I already got enough of those. Like the horse. Huh? Huh? What is this? What is this forbidden tech that I don't know about the horse? Mein Bruder, was ist das? Glock doesn't know ball. No, I don't know ball. I'm sorry. Oh, is this an UMA thing? Doc chimed in. So this has got to be some UMA technology. I don't know UMA, man. It's not my genre. I'm sorry, Doc. This guy doesn't know horsies. W foil. No parrot level though. I'm sad. Could have gotten a high card level, but I'm putting pair in my telescope or some shit. I don't know, man. Trust. It was already in there. We don't worry about that. We don't worry about that. Skip. Bruh. Now you know what? I had 2 wheels hit this run. I can't even be lying. It's not my genre of game. Is literally playing Balatro. Is UMA not a UMA's not a roguelite, is it? I was under the impression that UMA is... Oh, I say this as someone who has never played the horse game. All right, well, never mind. Disregard, I'm not feeding into the discourse. Skipping petroglyph, even though you could have argued it's maybe optimal there. I just cannot be brought to care. It's optimal because we're somehow not going to beat Vessel. And if we would have taken it, we would have gotten director's cut, but I digress. Let's do like one of these, I guess. Ship it. I think it's a roguelike light, if I recall correctly. I thought it was a I thought it was gacha, was it not? Am I like on the crack pipe? I could have sworn that UMA was gacha. Maybe someone who's actually played the game can confirm or deny. It's possible. It's a gacha with roguelite elements. A game can be more than one thing. Gacha roguelite. Well, okay, I thought it was a gacha at the forefront then, is I guess what I'm getting at. Skip. You better watch it or I'm gonna start sending you fan art of fine motion eating noodles. It's a really funny threat, man. No, don't do that. No, man. Especially don't commission it and support any artists that you happen to know. No, man. Don't do that. That'll make me really upset and sad if you do it. Don't do that. You're this close, bud. Wait, what? Surely you take burger over rebate? Amphi, I appreciate you trying to keep me good at this video game. I do. Counterpoint, I would like you to take a look at the run that is before you and take a look at my Joker slots and take a look at what I am scoring and then maybe evaluate again if the backseating was like all that necessary. I'm just saying, man. Just got back. Did you beat the green deck? We did beat the green deck. We did beat the green deck. There was little to no fraud involved, too. There was not like an investment tag on Anti-1 or anything like that. That would be weird if I needed that. Needle action. I did too. Finally got a good seed. Huge. Did you win? Report back if you're still like mid-run. I gotta know if you're winning this. I guess we can moon. Can moon it up. Do some mooning action, so to speak. I won. Good shit. Good shit. W's. Give me that purple seal. I meant to say blue, but the game did bestow upon me what I asked for, so W video game. W comes. Now I need to work on the accursed black deck. Yep, you're cooked, buddy. GG. Sawi. Sawi. It's over. I hope you got your fill of fun in Balatro, because you're not going to be having that for a while, running the black deck on the gold stake. But best of luck regardless. I'm just shipping it, man. We get gold. I just don't care. Bang. Skip. Whoa, shout out Phyrexia. Huh? Huh? Oh, because of the needle? That is true. That's not exactly a Phi, though. This is LARPing as Phyrexia. Because a Phi has to have the line coming out the top as well, no? I always forget that you can drag around the boss blind chips. Or the blind chips in general. It's a fun mechanic. I ain't gonna lie. It's a good stim. This is kind of a huge hint. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know why I made that in the gold, but I don't think it matters. It's like faux Rexy. Okay, that was a good +2. That was a good +2. I haven't gotten to blue stake yet, so I don't know how hard it's going to be. Blue stake black deck is very not fun. I think it's the worst designed anti-1 experience out of all of the decks. Anti-1 on black deck oftentimes just feels like an RNG fest. For win streaking, that is. I think it's still the worst deck in the game by a wide margin, but if you're not win streaking, then sometimes black deck can be fun just because the nature of 6 Joker slots, if you get an above average seed, it can snowball like quite a bit. But if you're just like trying to win on a random seed, I think there are... It's not as common as I once thought it was, but it's still like not an uncommon experience to happen upon a seed that you just cannot beat with optimal play in the early game. And that's very frustrating. I don't mind there being difficulty to the game whatsoever, but when the difficulty is like, oh yeah, you can do everything as perfectly as a human can do and still lose, like that's a bit frustrating. Howdy, how's your night going? What's up, Star of Day? Welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. The night's going all right, man. It's a pretty good night, actually, dare I say. I hate Plasma because the Violet Vessel can just show up at the end and say you died even if you played everything correct. It sucks so much. Black deck is less consistent, but I hate playing Plasma. I also don't like Plasma either, but I think Plasma... Violet Vessel, even on Plasma, just feels a lot more beatable. It feels like a lot less bullshit, for lack of a better term, than like bad shop RNG on Black deck is. Because Violet Vessel, at the end of the day, even on Plasma deck, still has like a lot of counterplay. You can still hold like boss matters jokers into it. Also, oftentimes, I'm not saying that like molt pivots on Plasma deck are optimal all of the, like, every time. There are people in my chat who say it's always a molt pivot game. I do not hold that take whatsoever, nor do I, like, genuinely think it's true. I think there are games where you do want to be chips maxing. But I think, that being said, you're a lot safer into Violet Vessel if you are doing a molt build, just because molt builds, given good technology, have a lot higher chance of snowballing, if that makes sense. It's still, I understand what you're saying completely. Chip builds will always, unless you're doing like Wii retriggers exactly, chip builds will always be fucked in the Violet Vessel, and that sucks. But like Violet Vessel at least has like, it's still RNG, but there's still a lot of counterplay into the Violet Vessel, whereas Black deck is just like, oh, your first 2 shops sucked. There's literally nothing you can do about it. I guess what I'm getting at is there is Black Deck, there's like one ante worth of bullshit ends your run, whereas Violet Vessel on Plasma Deck is like 8 consecutive antes and shops worth of bullshit end your run. Which I mean, like 8 consecutive shops worth of bullshit can end a run on any deck, I would argue. Again, I still understand what you're saying, because Violet Vessel, like 2.4 million chips is still like insurmountable for a lot of chip builds, but I think there's still more counterplay than like you would think, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm spitting or if I'm just like waffling, but I think you can get the gist of what I'm getting at. At Focus Shock, do you want to know how I beat Plasma Deck on Gold Stake? Kinda. I see it more as one boss of bullshit at the end makes the entire run invalid. You put so much work into it and there's nothing you can do. I can agree with that take. I think it's just so like, it's such an infrequent occurrence, I guess, that I don't see it as like that big of a deal. Maybe it's more, it's more frustrating on average. I would say it's definitely more frustrating on average. Having that happen, but like I would say the frequency at which that happens, like I don't think there's that many unbeatable Violet Vessels. I think there's more unbeatable Violet Vessels on Plasma Deck. I think there's a good amount more unbeatable Violet Vessels on Plasma Deck, but I don't think it's to like such an extent where it's like you see the Violet Vessel on Plasma Deck and you're just like, oh GG's, runs over. Like I just don't think it's that frequent. I beat Gold Stake Plasma with 2 stuntmen. That's based. The stuntman Onk or like Burger Onk Spaceman will always be a respectable gambit on Plasma. At Focus Shock, Stone Joker, Hiker, Hanging Chad, Marble Joker, and Dusk. What was Hiker doing there, man? Hiker's just hanging around. You guys see what I'm saying about like not liking Hiker, bro? Like even in that build where you can argue that it's like, oh, it's a stone chips maxing build, so like Hiker was maybe doing something, and there's like Chad, bro. No, the fuck he was not, man. I guess it's Dusk, so like maybe, but like, bro, like Hiker seems win more even in that build. I do not like Hiker. I have such a disdain for Hiker. It's crazy. Also, Daily Joker poll reference in live stream. Chat, clip it. I don't reference the Daily Joker polls that I do on YouTube, like, almost at all. But I'm not going to lie. Hiker beating Fortune Teller in the most recent... Not the most recent Joker poll, but the most recent Joker poll that's been up for, like, 24 hours at least. So I guess the second most recent poll, if you're not like a fucking idiot and can articulate your sentences correctly. But Hiker beating Fortune Teller like really made me mad. I'm not gonna lie. It was close, I will say. It was like a 37% as opposed to like a 36%. But yeah, Hiker still beat Fortune Teller, and that made me indescribably mad because I genuinely know I want Hiker to be good. So I'm not even saying it because I dislike the Joker. There's no like playstyle bias in here, I don't think at all, because I want Hiker to be good so bad because I really do like him conceptually, but I think Hiker is genuinely a bottom 2 Joker in the entire game. Hiker is good though. I hard disagree. I think every single run in a Gold Stake context where Hiker is in the winning build, he was win more or he just like didn't need to be there. He was win more or there was like a vastly better option. Hiker only good with retriggers. I don't even think it's good with retriggers. Because if you're retriggering, the assumption with retriggers is that you're playing big hands, and if you're playing big hands, you don't need the fucking chips from Hiker at all. If they make it +1 molt, also it would be good. If they made Hiker +1 molt, that would make it like incomprehensibly better than it is currently. I think Hiker is so bad right now. Like so bad. And people like Hiker is like the uncommon DNA as well, which makes me more mad. Like proportionally to how good it is in the game, people dick ride Hiker so much. It's crazy. I take Hiker on Checkered for the morale boost. I think Hiker on Checkered is genuinely the one way that it's good. And even then, it's still outclassed by like every chip scaler. times 0.1 hiker. See, like that would be insanely good, I feel. That would times one. Am I crazy to say that in a gold stake context, +1 hiker would be better than times 0.1 hiker? I feel like maybe that's a wild thing to say. I guess it also depends on like post blue stake rework meta. But I feel like plus molt hiker would be better than X molt hiker. Speaking of hiker being bad, when new Joker rant YouTube vid, I kind of want to make a subreddit review video this week. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that, because the problem that I'm running into with subreddit reviews is, like, to a certain extent, unless I'm talking about exactly new Jokers, like people, like Jokers that, unless I'm talking about Jokers that people on the subreddit design themselves, like custom game pieces, oftentimes I just, like, regurgitate the same takes in other videos. So I feel like the subreddit review, they're fun videos to make, don't get me wrong, and I do like that they're, like, educational to some extent as well, but I feel like after I've made 10 subreddit reviews, again, disregarding custom game pieces, I will have probably said everything that needs to be said, and that makes it, like, not a great video idea in my head. Granted, probably that's fine, because probably not everybody is watching every single subreddit review, so maybe they get, like, some information that was already said, but that they didn't hear, so maybe that's not great. Or maybe that's not as bad as I think it is, but, like, I digress. Times 0.1 is stronger than +1 as long as you have 10 base molt. Yeah, I guess that is very true. I guess it is very true. This video does well, usually top 10 worst Jokers in Balatro. Yeah, that would be not a bad video. That'd be a pretty easy video to make as well, I suppose. So what you doing? I don't know. Good night, Aaron. Should be heading out now. Good luck with the rest of the runs, Shock. Appreciate you, Aaron. Thank you for pulling up. And sleep well. But yeah, so I might make a subreddit review this week. I am leaning towards making it anyway, but I don't know if I'm actually going to do it. And then by the end of this month, I talked about it earlier in stream, I do have a scripted video. I have, like, literally one paragraph to make. I just have, like, the closing thoughts paragraph to write, and I'm probably going to do that after I end stream tonight, just because it will literally take me, like, 5 minutes to finish the script. So I'll do that before I go to bed. But I have a scripted video in the works that will essentially be a sequel to the What I Want in the New Update video that I made last year. I think it was, like, last August I made that video. And it'll be, like, the first half of the video is going to be, okay, now I have, like, because the whole concept of the video is, like, okay, I have 1,000, like, 1,000 more hours in Gold Stake, give or take, than I had back then. So the whole idea is, like, okay, I'm a more experienced player, right? And experience makes wisdom and all that. So the first half of the video is I'm, like, reviewing my past takes on what I wanted rebalanced. Spoiler alert, the entire reason why I wanted to do that was because I said Dagger was bad in that video, and I want to clear up the Dagger hate. I digress. And then the second half of the video is, like, okay, now there are some game pieces that I didn't mention in that video that I currently think need to be rebalanced. Hiker being one of those. Throwback being one of those, etc. Gonna start on Black Deck. I'll see you later, Shock. See ya, boy. Good luck with Black Deck, man. I think I just got a legendary in RNG'll by rolling it 10 billion times today. 998889. That's really good. God damn. Chat, do we want to do one more Balatro run, or do we want to do other roguelike? If we're good with no more Balatro for the night, I'll either be playing Slay the Spire 2 or Binding of Isaac. So I guess I'll run a poll. If you're on YouTube and you want to vote, come over to the Twitch. If you're in Twitch, even if you're like a lurker, come to the Twitch side of things right now and vote. What are we doing? More Balala, Spire 2, Isaac. I'll say Binding of Isaac. 1 minute poll. Everybody vote. Por favor. Multiplayer Spire 2 probably would not be multiplayer just because I haven't played in a while, so I'm going to be a little bit washed. Actually, that's not true. I did play it during my break, but, like, not a ton. But I digress. I want to get some single player runs in because we did a lot of multiplayer during the charity stream. I want to see some binding Happy Pride Month. Blue hair and pronouns angle. I haven't bought pronouns. Buy Pronoun Palace now. I could play it at some point this week. Oh, wait, the Steam sale is like next week, right? I might low-key wait for it to go on sale because I'm trying to be like the slightest bit frugal. It is only 20 bucks though. I could probably buy it. We'll see. We'll see. That'll be a we'll decide later in the week thing. Is it really going to be a triple? Is it really going to be a three-way tie? Are we dead ass? Also, 3 people out of the 55 in here voted. What is this? Chat, do we not know how voting works? Okay, Morbalala squeaked it out literally in the last half second. Binding of Isaac got 1 more vote, and Balala got 2. Stuck in the gold stake mines. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I forgore to vote. It's tragic. Okay, predictions out. And new prediction, we're playing yellow deck again. We're streak maxing here. W, get out the vote effort. Okay. I started getting Hades 2 in my feed, and I want to get Hades on stream to 100% it. I'm assuming you meant on Steam. You do stream. Maybe you meant on stream. I think that'd be a good 100%. I still have to play Hades. I bought both of the Hades games like last Steam summer sale. No, I bought them in the Steam winter sale, I think, and I just have not played them. Pussies go for flush here. Based Chad pillars go for straight flush is what I meant to say. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. When was the last time that we had a playable shortcut as a first pick? Oh my goodness. This is a glorious day. This is a glorious day. Ew, both of these suck. For in the context of shortcut. All right, we're taking this. We're taking this. Love me a shortcut. Love me a shortcut. It's so good. It's so good. Chat, this is your reminder that shortcut is the most overlooked joker for gold stake, and it's not even remotely close, frankly. Shortcut only playable if found ante-1 and he's jacking it off. Me when Grimbo exists, dog. What? Me when Grimbo exists and is still just as viable, if not maybe even a little more so than shortcut. What a nothing burger argument. I would like it if we could get a Molt Joker to work with it, though. I will say that. But I digress. There's 3 Grimbos. What does that have to do with the relevancy of shortcut, man? Or Grimbo, for that matter. Straight flush here, trust. I'm literally goated. This is a straight flush build. I will throw the 2 win streak in the garbage if we get like a smeared Joker or even a 4-Fienders here. I will say that with 100%. Oh my god, it's cooked. It's cooked. Straight flush upgrade. It's cooked. It's over. Yo, can I get like a Saturn level? Yo, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, hanging the outsides. You can hang the ace. Actually, this is a straight, so hold that thought. W shortcut, by the way. Now we can do this and just discard for the next straight. There we go. Friend of mine got me Deltarune today, and I started playing that. I'm so excited for the next chapter. I do need to play Deltarune. It's not the play. Good night, cool chick. Good night, mouse. No balls? You're right, I don't. Real alert? Bro, they're giving me all the technology, none of the fixing, man. or the money, or the plus molt for that matter. I'm not taking this, but I just know that it is so incredibly painful to not be able to take that. Oh my god, and it would have worked on the top deck. You get sigil from that seance? No, the fuck I don't, man. What? Okay, I'm actually... Somebody remind me to look this seed up in Blueprint, and I will actually freak out if that was a seance in the sigil. Or if it was a sigil in the seance, rather. Haloo's probably a take here. Cloud9 also could be. I think since they're both eternal, it's probably a one or the other. If only one was eternal and one wasn't, I would probably take both here. But I don't think we can get away with both of these being eternal. Maybe Cloud9's just bad, actually, since we're playing straights. I think it's always the Haloo, though. Hello, what's up, the Balatro egg? Welcome in. How you doing, man? I think we just hang cards. Hang the outsides again. $5 temperance is, like, not all that. Cloud9 is an eternal sly. It's fine. How's it going? It's going pretty good, man. It's going pretty good. Hope you're doing well as well. Gonna go to bed, but before I go, are you gonna play on the server anymore? For Cobblemon, I'm honestly not entirely certain. Probably not in the near future, just because I'm getting back into the swing of things and like actually like doing shit with my life, as opposed to just like rotting and playing Binding of Isaac all day. But like maybe on stream, I will say probably not, unless we do like a dedicated variety day. Then I could be convinced. But off stream, it's like possible, but maybe not super likely. Fib is good, but it's fucking perishable, like everything good in this goddamn chud game. Hate it here. Just kidding. I really want the hallucination hits, but I'm gonna just like try and get money while I have this banana. I'll take sentences that wouldn't make a goddamn lick of sense if Balatro didn't exist for 500, Alex. Fuck, they do it in multiples of 200. That was a perfect +2 moment, and I fucked it up at the bottom of the 9th or whatever. I don't know, man. I just work here. Always the most painful possible arm. Yup. We have a banana, though, so, like, it's, you know, we could dodge that, maybe, if we get, like, chips in this pack. We have banana. Could be just, like, bluey and ice cream. We get the gold card to pay off the ice cream. Could just be pairs into the arm. I'm not opposed. Anything to keep my straight level. Does this win? I don't know if this wins, so I'm just going to do this arbitrarily. Definitely wins. Okay. Nine clams. Do we consider the photo? I think we could. Photo's a +7 right now. That's not, like, terrible, honestly. Also keeps us open to photo chat. Eternal photo is kind of crazy, though, I will say. Do I dare go for the Hierophant here? I mean, not for the Hierophant, the world. Honestly, the Hierophant's kind of ass anyway. I think we definitely go for that world. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. For the record, medium's better here. Uh-oh! Fuck! This was such a straight flush angle. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice the blue joker for the photo here. I want the paintbrush, but the paintbrush makes me far too broke for my liking. If I have to pay the rent on the ice cream here, that's fine. I get to keep the planet level that I care about. Never punished. Flush being downgraded is a big ol' who cares. Okay, we break even on the ice cream. I'm selling this guy's dumbass now. I need an econ Pete. Classic. classic moment? Any classic momenters in chat? The fuck is this, man? I guess give me Tempe, because my money situation is, like, really ass right now. Also, this is the worst hallucination of all time. Fuck it, I'm going Neptune. Also, I low-key forgot that hallucination worked with oops, so I definitely should have taken that oops before those packs, but I digress. Excuse me. Lock in? Bro, I'm locked. Trust, I'm locked. Gotta be fucking kidding me. One off, man. One off. Are we dead ass? Are we dead ass? Damn, that's crazy. That's a W emote. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, what the fuck is going on here? 10 of clubs. Good enough. Good enough. Not really, in honesty, but maybe. I guess we could go like this, and if we top deck a diamond that's playable, we have the star for a straight flush. So we could just discard these. Is that like a thing? Probably not with only 4 diamonds in the whole deck. And one of them isn't even applicable because it's a 10, which we wouldn't care about. I think we just do one of these. That's a little awkward, isn't it? I think steel gets us out. This is extraordinarily close. Nah, I don't think it does, actually. Oh, shit. Never mind. Thank you, Moon card. Very cool. For the record, that translates to go fuck yourself. Also, banana. Like, lock in, man. Do you ever just hex here and forget the banana? I think we only get punished for that if we don't get a worthwhile planet card in the Celestial pack, but if that happens, then it's probably just like a game loss immediately. I guess the idea is bananas going away anyway, though. We would be trading we would be making hallucination less value for taking Hex, but I feel like Hex in the grand scheme is probably just better than anything here. You should put your banana next to your dice so it remembers it has to die. +2. I think I'm taking the Hex here. Hits Hallu. I'm goated. Do we take this Neptune before we rip pack? I feel like honestly we would do. It's always a straight flush gambit. Reroll because we get money hit, so we never get punished there. Holy almost straight flush. I'm actually crestfallen. I guess with this many Neptune cards, we really only need one straight flush to win though, right? So maybe the optimal cycle is just doing this. Because we have 16 spades. I would need exactly an ace, a 9, or an 8. On the 8's front, that's like not unlikely. We actually have a decent amount of hits here. The problem is we're cycling 4 at a time, which is kind of ass, but like, I don't think that's that bad. Is it ever worth to like cycle the king, keep the 7? We have another king. I think if anything, we would be cycling the queen, keeping the 7. Maybe. Crest who? Doc saying that shortcut enables strushes more than fingers is the fakest take I've ever believed. Shortcut enables strushes more than fingers? No, that's real as fuck, bro. I think that's like insanely real. And I'm in a position where I'm getting punished for having shortcut more than feeners. I think that's insanely true. Because your cycles are better with shortcut on average, no? I mean, good foresight to cycle the queen, I guess, but like still no strush, so I'm sad. 4 of hearts. I guess I'm just doing this now, man. I mean, I'm looking for the 8 anyway, so we never keep the 7. This is going to be a tragedy beyond anything I've ever seen if we die here. By no exaggeration. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Locked in. Does this win? This might not even win. I think it does. Yeah. Oh, not winning boss. Boss is also stinky. That's a problema. Hello. I really want you, but I think after I take... Okay, we can take you, we can sell you. It's gotta be Celestial Pack or List. Maybe even reroll. Dude, I'm so starved for money right now. This list is so sexy, but I also don't have the score unless I play straight into straight flush, which with a moon card especially, maybe that's not terrible. We'll spec into the list. Let's go next. 7, 6, 4, 3. We have technically 4 to a straight flush right here. I would have to rewrite 1 spade. I have steal. No, I think we just go for the higher spade straight flush with the steal, yeah. Well, I have the straight flush now, but I would have to overwrite 2 spades. Which is really good really good short term, really bad long term, right? Especially with my economic situation. Tooth is just such a stinky boss here, man. Like, if I can get out in one hand into the tooth, I'm just getting out in one hand into the tooth, and it is what it is. Top deck me a queen or a 9. So top deck me some sort of rank where I can keep the steal in hand. That would be sexy. That works. Because now I just do this. Straight flush, the steal gets me out in 1, so I just play 3 high cards into the list, and then we play the straight flush to get out. Wait, we can play high cards? Yeah. We just play 1 at a time high cards so that we lose as much money, or so that we profit as much as possible, and then with the steal card specifically, this guy gets out. So now we just do this. List OP, Truth Nuke. Most unfortunate part of this is we have less spades now, but kind of a lesser of two evils sort of situation here. We're not even profiting that much, but like we're not broke, and that's what matters. List on pair, that's kind of awkward, but we can maybe make it work. I want to take the summit because like I need plus molt for the time being, but that as a rental is really bad. I guess I'm straight flushing, so I really don't need plus molt, honestly. This is like the baitiest bait to ever bait, right? Monoclay is ass. I don't think it's ever a boss tag situation, though. Neptune Glass. Pretty good. Glass makes it always free to get out. Still always looking for the spades. I only have the 110, so probably I can do this for list money. This is going to be a really hard needle to thread, as it were, but we kind of just have to. I could be playing straights right now, man. I can't play the king. Well, like, I can, but it's irresponsible, I think. I think we take a discard here. Same thing with the jack. I think it's irresponsible to cycle it. Or not to cycle it, but like to play it as a pair. We keep the 8? Probably. Limits us to 4-card cycles, but yeah, there's our straight flush, so that keeps us way more open. We can play the glass. And then this wins. So I guess we just like cycle 3 at a time to look for pairs. This is a dumbass run, man. This run's stupid as fuck. I did say I would throw everything for the glory of straight flushes, though. And we're kind of doing that right now, so... Glory to straight flush builds, I guess, man. Okay, lucky money would be fire. I guess we do this, because if I'm building... I'm kind of top-heavy on ranks. So we could do this, and then I can make the 6 into glass. Just because if the 6 breaks, that's like far less tragic than if like a jack or a 9 breaks. It's Pride Month. Straight runs are banned. It's a glush gay flush. Yeah, it's a gay flush, bro. Get your nomenclature correct. Lovers is not as bad as it looks. Not nearly. Probably it's just a talisman angle since I'm like grasping at straws for money. Medium seems good, but I think medium is bait just because like we're not really like in a position where we can hold our discards, I don't think. Not as efficiently as medium would want us to hold them. I guess we could use hands first. I don't know why that feels bad to me, but we could definitely do that, I guess. Just for medium value. I don't know. I think I like talisman here better. Also maybe makes marginally more sense contextually with the lucky card. Another glass, W fraud. What's in my fool? I think glass is in my fool, no? Yeah, glass is in my fool. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter if I take this then. This deck looks like the average pair run fixed for speculative chalkboard. Yeah, that's what we're doing, actually. That's what we're doing. Notice how I have so many pair levels and pairs played, for that matter. Faceless is really cool if it's not, like, bait as fuck with the photograph holding this entire run together. So I think we just gotta go next. Glass means we're living this blind. Albeit kind of by a thread. I think I can't play this straight just because I want to keep the 8 of spades. Maybe we keep the 9 of diamonds because we could lovers that shit. Really good lovers jack angle. I like a lovers jack here. Just because face cards give us a ×2, so we want as many face cards to be usable as possible. Also, I just have a straight flush here. If we lovers a jack. Okay, now we don't need to. I might still do it. Could be a lovers 7, and then we could glass another 6. We can glass the 6 anyway. What am I saying? I think that's just the angle. I think we glass the 6 no matter what. If we lovers the 5, there's no way to play the 3 in this equation unless we do like one of these. But then we don't get the photo molt, so it doesn't actually matter. So I think we just do this. And we glass another 6. Gonna get that money trigger eventually, chat. Okay, well, there's molt, so we didn't need glass, I don't think, but didn't break, so we're chilling. Can we play 2 strushes? I think the answer is honestly probably, but I just don't want to tempt fate, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it so real. I just don't want to like tempt fate. Okay, we got a lot of money, so we can overstock here. Also, if this run wins, I just want to point it out. Editor, like, put this in the YouTube video if this run does win. I just want to point out the inherent awkwardness of if this run does win, I'm gonna look like a real chud for clowning on straight flushes in the part 2 update video, which I definitely do at some point. I'm just saying the comedic timing is there when I have not had a winning straight flush run probably since I started playing the game, like literally day 2 of playing the game. Probably it's always steal here. Stealing a face card seems kind of counterintuitive though, because we're always playing our faces. I mean, faces are the most... It's not counterintuitive because faces, if we have photo, are like the thing that we want to be deathing. If we're even deathing things for straight flush builds, but like we're also playing them, so I feel like it's counterintuitive. Maybe we death like a 7, because that's a rank that we can like hold in hand, but it's also pretty easy to like draw enough cards to where we don't need to play it. I feel like that's reasonable. I should not have sold the Lover's card there. Definitely should have sold the Magician for speculative hallucination. That was a misplay and a half. Is it Hungman here or is it Judgment? I don't have glass, so maybe it's Judgment. Just to get like a Chad, because that's definitely what's in here. No, we just gotta hang him. I'm gonna take a greed roll. I guess not punished. Neptune there is pretty nice. Monoclay, kind of a death sentence for us, I think, unfortunately. 4 Oak on our dumbass list. Lock in, buddy. I kind of need to keep the steal, I think, but like that really limits the amount of cards that I can cycle. I would need a miracle to keep this steal in hand. We have an 8 of spades swinging back, so I guess I can do this and search for one. I counted up my Strush runs over the past 102 runs, 3 with Feeners, 2 with Shortcut, 1 with Short Fingers, 2 without either. 8 in total means I'm a fraud. I feel like 8 in total is a crazy-ass number considering how bad straight flushes are, man. Like, that's kind of mad props in my eyes. I'm gonna look for exactly like a 9 of spades on top so that I could maybe get some steal here. King of spades, that also works. That's like the best. I think that's quite literally like, aside from exactly the 9 of spades, I think that's quite literally the best top deck I could have asked for. Because now we can hold the steal in hand. In total, I've had a whopping 0 Strush runs. I can only think of one. I've tried to force Strush before. I can only think of one winning Strush run off the top of my head that I've ever had, and ironically, it was my first ever winning build. It was my second run ever in the game, and the first run that I won was I popped a Perkeo card, and I didn't know that there were secret hands in the game, so I was like, oh, I have this thing that can copy deck fixing cards. I'm just going to play whatever the highest hand is because it's funny. So I had Perkeo copying like world cards, and I just made my entire deck spades and then played straight flushes. And it was a pretty chill time. Maining checkered influences the strushability of runs. That's also very true. Isn't Magician non-faces better since you can order those before the first face? That's actually like very true, and I didn't even think of that. But you are correct, Amundo. So punished if I get a molt trigger on this guy or on this guy. Alright, well, fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, didn't end up mattering. This is a flush. I do have the straight here, which I have to play. Punished for not keeping the Lover's card over the Magician. Because the Magician didn't do anything in this round, so it was pretty irrelevant. And if I had the Lover's card, I could just do this for a second. Admittedly, I'd be eating the gold, but I'm kind of eating the gold anyway, so I could have just Lovers'd the 10 of diamonds here, and we would have been out with another straight flush. What's on top? I kind of don't want to greed for the gold just because I'm not entirely convinced that this wins, which I think maybe is crazy, but I'm not entirely convinced that this gets out. This is 900 times 3, right? Barring chips. Like, that's not good. Like, at all. Actually, maybe we just play the glass on that note. I think we just do this. Yeah, like with no glass, we don't win there. So it was always a glass angle. We're always risking glass. That's big. Rebates. I is bad unless I get like exactly Chad in this pack. We'll open this one first. Because Hermit could be stellar. Fool Magician. Probably I want Fool Chariot more than that. The rest of these are kind of dog ass. So I can hit him with one of these and then we can Fool for a Chariot card. I do want this Buffoon pack. This is so bad, but I feel obligated to take it. I think the Cartomancer is better than this. I'm not gonna lie. I think this Four Fingers is bad, but like we have to take it, right? It's a part of the combo. It's a part of the combo. Like we just have to, man. Well, I guess we have 4 Eternals and we're still looking for Smeared. So on that note, we don't take the rebate and we just go next. Worst misspelling ever, dude. Finger. Huge. All right, maybe there's more to this Fingers fella. Maybe there's more to this Fingers fella than meets the eye. We need an X-Molt as our last. No, we need Smeared Joker as our last. You don't get it. I'm not taking Smeared Joker, by the way. That was for the lols. But yeah, I don't think we ever take rebate. Well, I mean, we could survive off of glass in theory, no? TBF, as the kids say. Definitely Sigil here. Actually, is Sigil even that bad here? Yeah, because it's hitting 2 queens. Sigil's devastating if we don't have the 2 queens. If this is like a queen and a jack, you could honestly convince me to take Sigil here. But this is like a devastating Sigil if it doesn't hit exactly spades, so it's never Sigil here. So I think probably we just arbitrarily go for like a purple seal. Maybe on you. And then we go for Polychrome Aura. And it's foil, I'm sad. Probably not going to get much better for Hermit than that, so we'll do this. And then Greed for more Hallucination procs. Punished, because that is dog shit. Actually, it's plus $1. Never mind. That's completely fine. Go next. Wraith into Order? Fuck no. Fuck no. Have you seen me play this game? That never happens, bro. That shit was Wraith into, like, fucking Ancient Joker 100% of the time. Okay, Ancient Joker actually wouldn't even be that terrible here, but I digress. It was always Wraith into insert generic really bad rare Joker here. I was going to say Tribe again, just because that's the first thing that I think of when I think of, like, generically bad rare Jokers, and then I remembered that Tribe would, like, actually be kind of good for this run. Emphasis on kinda, but, like, the sentiment remains. This is a bad cycle, but I'm going to do it anyway. Maybe we do this instead. If we're cycling the ace here, I feel like we just, like... we have Fienders. We could maybe get away with cycling the ace. Probably not, though. I feel like we don't cycle the ace. I feel like maybe we just do this, and then we feel bad later if we need the 8 of spades. Probably we do need the 8 of spades, though. This is a really bad, like, position to be in. I think we do this. Punished. You have a Strush? I did not have a Strush, did I? 11 of clubs. Okay, well, now it doesn't matter, because now I do. Yo, I completely forget how... Okay, shit, yeah. I do currently. I completely forget the interaction between these 2 Jokers. That fucks me up. Okay. Well, I guess we can just play this, huh? This doesn't win, but, like... We can just play it. Didn't before, but now, yeah. Wait, I can't count. Wait, I can count. Yeah, we did. I don't think we did before, but yeah, we do here. I mean, like, I guess we ship it, man. What's the punishment for shipping this? What was on top, actually? The thing that was on top was okay, right? 11 of clubs. I think we just steal that, do we not? No, here's the pipeline. We can play this straight flush, since it's the jack of clubs, and then we can steal, like, another random spade on the backswing, hopefully. That works. And now we just play this. And we have 2 steal. 2 steal, I think if it doesn't get us out, has to get us, like, extraordinarily close. I could be just, like, completely misjudging this, though. It's entirely possible, is all I'm saying. Ooh. Nah, I think with straight flush and fieners, this is still fine. This is still perfectly acceptable, as it were. Do this, maybe try and greed the gold. This is like not a lot of points though. Maybe we do this and we just go for the scoring. I feel like that's more respectable. Because Molt Trigger here wins. Yeah. Snap Pick Tempe. I think I don't want the crystal ball. There's the Chad that ties everything together. Effectively a ×4. That's what we were speculating on, baby! We need glass here or we lose. Bro's stream is behind. Get a load of this guy. Do we ever take this? I don't want to take this just because it's off suit. Also, we have Photo Chad. This is a completely acceptable amount of levels. Me when I'm asked to name an Undertale enemy, looks. All right. In before plant next round, by the way. I will actually piss and shit everywhere. It'll be a really nasty scene to behold. Also in before whiffing straight flush here. Yeah, I just don't have it yet. This could be bad. We have Photo Chat. I don't think this is ever bad. Why am I getting more clubs straight flushes than fucking spades straight flushes? Video game, can you explain that to me? Pretty please. So you're telling me looks is inside. I'm just gonna rip this. This is fucked up, honestly. Like, jokes aside, this is fucked up. Does this trigger? I don't know if this triggers. I think it does. How am I getting more? Dude, we've got... I feel like the last, like, 3 rounds we've won with clubs straight flushes, no? This is stupid. This is stupid. Oh, also we're like... No, we're not turbo dead into Verdant Leaf, actually, because we have the negative to-do list. W insights on streamer's part. I'm actually, like, kind of the GOAT. They're basically the same suit anyways. Me when I have Invisible Smeared Joker. +2s, anyone? Plant? Needle. That's actually, like, still kind of spooky just because we need to, like, be hitting our cards now. But it's not as... Okay, well, now with Moon, I think it's completely fine. It's especially completely fine with Worlds, so put one of those into my slots, pretty please. This is a... stupid-ass Emperor, because this Emperor, if I was not paying such hard attention to this run because it's a straight flush run and is built out of fucking, like, paper, this Emperor is trying so hard to get me to sell the Moon here just to pop it for some bullshit, and I will not have it. I'm popping you right now. You're giving me a good card, and then I'm taking the Temperance and going next and keeping the Moon for Needle. Fuck you, stupid-ass Emperor. Rewarded with a wheel hit for being a smart guy. The game is sentient, and it does reward you for good play. You just always got to be on your shit, man. Straight flush runs are constructed out of hopes and dreams. Say that again. Say that again. Why is it always giving me clubs? Why? Always clubs. It's actually, like, crazy. Okay, I don't need that many kings. Thank you. Or jacks, for that matter. Do we just moon the 3 diamonds to not block? I've seen like 6 moons this seed, I swear. I'm keeping the fucking moon because the instant that we get out of this moon, we are getting dogged on, bro. Dogged on. My friend laughs when I tell him the game is sentient. Hey, you know, I was once on the side of your friend, but no longer, dude. The game is sentient. There's proof. Respect the needle, chat. Truth nuke. This run is truly out on the town due to how many clubs it's hitting. Holy, that's what I'm saying. Question marks, double money hit. I didn't even, holy fuck, I actually did not even like peep that. That's why I didn't acknowledge it. I was not aura farming. I just actually like did not even see that was the case. That's fucking crazy. W Hermie, I guess. What's in here? Dog shit. Another gold seal. We have Chad. That's fine. Idle GG. Bullshit. Okay. I am not immune to rage bait. Fun fact. Dusk. GG. License. GG. Holy shit. Funny how all the good jokers come to me when all of my shit is eternal now. Fucking stupid game. Hate it. Just kidding. Streamer could have clicked Ecto for idle chat. What is he doing? True. I'm gonna lose in this next PvP now. Fuck. It's over. 6 of hearts. Yo, Misprint. Why don't you like fucking tell me something good for a change, man? Call Misprint the doctor, the way he'd just be fucking like telling me bullshit all the time. I meant that in like a you're going to die way and not in like a hospitals are evil type of way. At least in like the hospitals are evil like / conspiracy theory way. I'm just fucking saying shit, man. This is what straight flush does to the human brain. Give me world. Thanks. Give me fool? Damn. I didn't invoke it hard enough that time. Am I crazy for wanting to take this 10? I think so. Rewarded once again for good plays, I guess. Neptune. Fuck! Stupid game, man. There's the order that somebody shouted out earlier. Here's the madness that would go fucking crazy right now. Actually, it wouldn't even be that good. I'm going to keep it a buck, but a madness straight flush build is a madness straight flush build. That's like Giga Raffle clickbait right there, man. Also, can we just acknowledge how we have like not died? That shit's kind of crazy, you know? You are not immune to propaganda. The joke is funnier if you imagine the Scryfall bot in chat. +2. Yeah, I mean, we just do this, right? Straight flush. Wait, what? Oh, straight flush versus royal flush. No, I'm playing the straight flush. Fuck you, man. How could that be raffle clickbait? It doesn't even nan-inf. Yeah, but it's straight flush, and straight flush is like so. Straight flush breaks the mold because nobody can play straight flush. So when straight flush is played, people listen. It's like when a schizophrenic is talking. Holy fucking like cracked lucky cards. These lucky cards forgot that I sold oops for the hex. That's like also insane. Now that I don't have the Joker slots, all this shit just shows up. This is fucking stupid, man. Can't believe this shit. Do Raffle viewers know that fact, though? I mean, yeah. I get what you're saying about, like, Raffle viewers not knowing their ass from a hole in the ground and in the grand scheme of, like, Balatro. And while that is true, you don't even really need any hours in Balatro to know that, like, hey, straight flush is probably hard to, like, build around. Do we not full skip here just to try and telescope max? That's like completely fucking stupid, but it's also really funny. So I think we don't skip here so that we can try and telescope max. Give me Zawarudo. Give me Zawarudo. Give me Zawarudo. Give me the Zawarudo. Okay, I'll go fuck myself. Sorry, was telescope on Glush? No, we need 2 more Glushes and then it'll be on Glush. That's what I'm saying. We can play these blinds. We can Glush it up for these blinds and then it'll be on Glush. I think we do this, right? Do this and then rank composition is like the most modest shit of all time. So let's just make more steel. Make another steel 8, sure. Full kit. Hit him with one of these. T-scope on Glush. Type shit. Type shit. Death for a blue seal. Truth nuke. Fucking stupid ass high priestess. Me when I'm denied the land permit by my local council and the year is like 1426. I don't know, man. I'm tired. Leave me alone. Neptune level. We're literally not saying words anymore. I'm saying words, man. It's not my fault if they're not, you know, if the message is not getting to the sender. Streamer has so far made 2 new raffle comment trend jokes since I joined. Dude, I love the me when jokes. It's such a funny archetype of joke, I can't lie, man. Me when jokes will literally never get old to me. Does this shit win if I'm not holding steel? I have not been paying enough attention, but I honestly want to say no, it doesn't if I'm not holding steel. So I'm going to do one of these. For gore. Saying words in a preposterous order. Dude, I love that shit. I live for that. I'm known to have a fondness for me when jokes. Me when, me when. See, and that works, bro. Isn't that shit fun? Okay, 2 steel W's. Glush now in the... Oh, fuck! I played a straight! It's not in the telescope! Fuck everything! Hold R. '07, hold R. Shit's not even worth finishing at this point, man. Fuck this stupid game. Just kidding. No world cards, so I guess we just do this. And then we get Death Glass. I think probably the best angle here is to just make a Glass King. Hold R, TBH? No, that's high key what I'm saying. Flower Pot. Flower Pot was high key how we won this if we pivoted straights, by the way. Also, does this run even, like, funnily enough, I know we kind of did the straight flush bit for like a meme, but like, does this run even win if we just play straights? I think it wins if we play straights just because we can probably assume that we're playing more than one straight. And probably in the early game, I passed some Saturn levels for some Neptunes, but I'm not entirely certain of that last one. Okay, we can do this because there's glass involved. Early game was nearly all Neptunes. Yeah. I think out of sheer spammability, we still win this with straights, but I think it's like I think funnily enough, it ends up being closer on straights. I'm only recalling one where you went Neptune over Saturn. I'm also only recalling one, but I'm giving both of us the benefit of the doubt since this was like a stupid chud run and we are maybe forgetting some. Bang. Hey, high score on the straight flush build. Hell yeah. Bro is finally back after he took our money for charity, then dipped. Welcome in, Goobertron. Hey, I made up for it, though. Winning straight flush build at the end of the stream, okay? Okay, that, dare I say, that's deserving of another week off. And it was win 200! You actually could not script this shit. My second win ever was a straight flush build, and my 200th win post C++, and while keeping track of stats, was a straight flush build. You could not script a better ending to this stream, man. End of the stream, what the fuck, I just got here? Well, I was actually going to continue for another 6 hours, but then I saw that you pulled up, and so I decided it was just time to be done. Sorry, man, I don't make the rules.
Personal policy for Strush Run.
Yes! Thank you, exclamation mark, for the tier 1. Thank you for the 3 months, man. Appreciate you. Many thanks, many thanks. Seed almost spells bullshit, it knew. That is really funny, honestly. That is actually like an extraordinarily funny seed. That had to be planned. I know that's like not at all how it works, but I'll say it again. That had to be planned. Had to be. Is Sierra Nades? Oh no, that's not. I'm confusing Sierra Nade with Siona. That's unfortunate. Who are we raiding? There's like nobody in my follows that be streaming, so I guess we're just raiding a random Balatro streamer. Zevian angle? Oh, is Zevian streaming? Am I not following Zevian? Apparently I'm not following Zevian because Zevian is not in my follow list, so I have to change that because Zevian is in stream like quite a bit. 150 out of 150 jokers. Is Zevian gold streaking, or is that the Oh, I think we just missed the victory lap run. I think. Maybe? Oh no, we're doing challenges, it looks like. Maybe? I don't know. 3 hours in stream. I'm hoping that Zevian is not just like ending immediately after we raid, but I'm willing to test that theory. Bang. Okay. Chat, we're gonna raid Zevian. Zevian's been in the chat for quite a few streams. I believe they were pretty prominent in the charity stream as well, so go check them out. Beloved member of the Focus Shot community. Chat, love you guys. We will see you guys mañana. Friday, I will have to update in the Discord, so join the Discord if you're not already in the Discord, !Discord. The announcements channel is where I post like all the scheduling changes and such. I think Friday might be an early stream angle. I still have to confirm that, but it might be an early/afternoon stream angle. We'll see about that. But aside from that, the rest of the week should just be like as always, 11 p.m. streams. Thank you for stream, Goat. Thank you all for pulling up. I appreciate y'all. 65 viewers raiding with us right now. Appreciate everybody who came over for the raids. Also appreciate everybody who pulled up immediately at the beginning of stream and welcomed me back. That was very nice to return to. I love y'all. Chat, stay safe. Sleep well. Have a good one. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all later. Go show Zevian some love.